I'm back. Hello, everybody. I hope the notifications get sent out. I know Crystal's live. That's why I went live, because I want to talk about this. I hope she gets off and comes over here. I texted her. Hi. How is everybody? I wasn't planning on going live tonight. I'll be honest. I haven't. I've been feeling like really, I said depressed, but I don't even think it's depressed. I just feel like it's so weird to say it like this, but I feel like I need to find myself. I'll tell you about it in just a second. And so I've been doing a lot of praying, meditating. I started therapy again. I've just felt really lost and withdrawn. Um, no, yeah, he did. I'll tell you all the whole story. I hope Crystal gets up here. I texted her. She knows. Yes, he absolutely does. Allegedly, back in the day, you all can watch Masked Babe's video. She made a video. It's called Mask Babe, and it's about this guy named Real Stream News. He used to cover a lot of different things. Thank you. His name is. That's why I started my stream, Jen. I wasn't planning on going live, but I don't want. Crystal doesn't know him. She doesn't know anything about his background. And he's just targeting Crystal and Trisha because he needs viewers. Because allegedly, he assaulted a female that allegedly, you can find the video. I'll link the video. So he assaulted a female that he got together with over YouTube. They were supposed to collab, yada, yada, yada. It's a big ordeal. His name, Real Stream News, Amber. And he's interviewing Crystal right now. He literally, hey, Uber, he literally couldn't get more than like 3 viewers at a time. Hey, Shells. Yes, Jenna. Yes. I hadn't talked to her in a couple days, so I didn't even know that it was going to happen. Hey, Ricky. I just got the notification. I've been watching him a while, right? And like he got to the point, you guys, that he would literally be streaming and have one person watching him. And he would like put it in there like TTS, which means text to speech. Hey, Allie, which means text to speech on the OBS program. And what it is you can donate money, and whenever you donate to Streamlabs, it'll say your fuck, man, I wasn't prepared for this. Live chat reminder, right? Hey, Carrie. And Crystal knows none of this. I just text her. Hey, Scottish, I've missed you. I haven't seen you in forever. Hey, Penny. Anyways, Crystal doesn't know any of that. She doesn't know she don't know him. She knows none of his background. She didn't watch any of like I don't remember the drama that he covered that made him get information. Hey, Amanda, I mean, get views. I think it was Onision is what he initially covered. I could be wrong, but literally nobody would watch him. Nobody, because of what happened. I'm going to find the video in a minute. If you all want to find it yourself, it's called Mask Babe. She done like a 2-part series on him. Okay. I don't remember who he used to cover. He covered a YouTuber, and that's how I heard about him. Whoever that YouTuber was, I think it was Onision, who he got involved with, and it was on YouNow. And he would do. Oh yeah, yes, it was Onision, and he did the initial interviews with Onision's roommate, and the camera lady, the woman that came to live with him or whatever. And apparently he was supposed to collab with somebody. You all have to watch the video if you want to know the whole story. But the girl got drunk. He got the girl drunk, and she was young. Allegedly. He got the girl drunk, and things happened while she was drunk, and she didn't remember, and it was a big situation. So now he's using Crystal to get viewers. You guys, he hasn't had more than 2 or 3 in months. months and months and months. Now, how many does he have watching him? And not that it matters, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, do your thing. But I wanted Crystal to know, like, hey, he's absolutely using you. I don't even know how he got Crystal on or how that even happened. I don't know any of that. Didn't you talk about this thing? I did talk about it, IBL. Yes, I did. Yes. You remember the reason why I talked about it? Because I'm already blocked in his chat, by the way. And you know how I got blocked in his chat? I've never typed in his chat, ever. But when Boss Babe was having the live, Masked Babe, not Boss Babe, I'm sorry, two different people. Masked Babe was having her live stream about him. I was typing in chat. So he must have been watching, seeing me type in her chat and blocked me there. Hey, Anna. I know it's been a while. I know. I said, I don't know if anybody heard, but I've just been, I've been at a place that I feel like I need to figure out who I am and just spiritually and all of those things. So I've been doing a lot of praying and a lot of meditating, and it's been really good. And I started therapy too. I said depressed, but I haven't been depressed. I've just been like numb and withdrawn because I've been watching a lot of things and learning a lot of things that are really, really, they're hard. They're hard to see. If you have a heart and you care, it's hard to hear and find out things that are happening in our world. And they're, it's just hard. I am too, Amanda. I am too. It's weird. I'll be honest, because I'm not. It's hard for me to talk to other people about my like feelings and emotions and all, because I've always been somebody. That's just the way that I grew up too, right? Like it's just you just suppress your emotions, and you. Of course, he was Sasquatch. He was trying to. Because did you hear him? He said at least 4 different times, oh, people are watching this. People like to see this. People like to hear about this Truthfully Trisha thing. Good, Anna. Because I wanted to come on while he was live. And again, I want to let everybody know, Crystal has no idea. She doesn't know this guy from a hole in the wall. Thank you, Scottish. Thank you. It is really weird to me, I'll be honest, but I'm doing it, and I want to. I feel like for a long time I've just suppressed my emotions, and I don't know how to describe it, but I haven't really felt and thought about how I felt and all of those things. Like I've worked on getting clean and, ridding myself of all that, but I haven't done any steps at all to better myself emotionally, spiritually, any of that stuff. Hey, Mimi. Hey, just being me. Well, I just went over and unsubscribed to him until learn more about him. Okay, if the video is called Masked Babe. She is a YouNower as well, and him and her started together. They were friends, right? I don't know if they started together, but they did the same thing. You might not even know who this is, but do you know who the Blarg is? Does anybody on here watch the Blarg? And he's trying to tell Crystal that he cares about the truth, and what he doesn't care about any of that. That he cares about getting people to watch him. That's it. Okay, Masked Babe. Yes, Anna. Okay, well, the Blarg is a channel on YouTube that takes YouNowers and clips out important like drama things that people would be interested in, so they don't have to go back and watch the whole entire broadcast. They can hear if Onision says something, what do you call this? Controversial or whatever, they just clip that part out. Well, that's what Realstream News was initially. Hey, Kool-Aid Jimmy. The Blarg is the one I was talking about. And that's who Realstream News tried to be like, in my opinion. But what the difference is that he got involved and started doing interviews and started broadcasting all this stuff. So he's nothing like the Blarg now. Initially he did good. I watched a lot of his stuff, but he just, I don't know, things went downhill, and him and Masked Babe were really good friends. And she just didn't want, from what I take, she didn't want anything to do with him after he allegedly did what he did to that girl. But Masked Babe did a whole live stream about it. Maybe 2 live streams about it. And oh yeah, and that's the place that he's seen me and must have blocked me in that chat, because I've never even commented in his chats ever. Maybe way back in the day. I don't know, because the thing about it is, Allie, is there's not a lot on YouNow now. Like, YouNow has went so far downhill. Most people that were YouNowers go to that other app now. So I don't think there's a lot to cover, right? And all these people mostly got famous, or not famous. They got their traction and their views from Onision, and now there's nothing going on with Onision, so they don't have the same way to get attention anymore. And that's what was his problem. He couldn't get 1 or 2 people to watch him. Now he's like, oh, here we go. We found something else to talk about. Hey, Lip Gloss Kitten. Oh, no, listen. Before you go back. The reason why I came live when I did, and Crystal knows, and Crystal didn't know any of this, but this guy's a creep. There's a video about him, a couple. You can watch it. It's called Masked Babe. That's why he couldn't get any viewers, because he allegedly assaulted a female. I don't know exactly what happened, but from what I watched, it definitely looked like he was guilty of something. And he got to where nobody would watch him. So this is his way of trying to get people to watch him again. But Crystal didn't know any of that. He seems to be a creep. He is a creep. Yes, Lily. Yes. Real Stream News. He's been around forever. I've been sub to him forever. Like, I would watch him, you guys. He would be walking around like a grave. What do you call this? A graveyard with literally 1 or 2 people watching him. And not that it matters, but I'm just telling you the desperation of what is his motivation. 1 or 2 people watching him, and him having TTS is $1, and like selling messages pretty much, because he made money off of YouTube, and now he can't make anything. Yes, Lip Gloss Kitten. Yes. I let her know. She had no idea, and I hadn't talked to anybody in a couple of days. So Crystal had no idea. She's never met him before, or never even watched him. She didn't know anything about him. None of that. Like, I've been knowing who he was for a year and a half now, probably. I don't know how long. A long time. He mentioned TTS a few times. He's trying to make money. He wants people to TTS while they're watching, because I'm telling you guys, he couldn't get 3 people together to watch him. Like, legit 3 people. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating at all. Like, that's not me being mean. That's not me being shady. 100%. This was just a week or 2 ago. Real Stream News is his name, Kayla. A week or 2 ago. And he also like threatened to flag her and strike her videos whenever just watch Masked Babe. If you guys want to know about him, watch Masked Babe. If you've never seen that before, if you didn't know who he was, you would know that. Crystal didn't know that. I think he reached out to her. Well, I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is I wish she'd get the heck off of there. I tried to type in chat. I typed a big thing in chat saying, this guy is a creep. Watch Masked Babe's video, blah, blah, blah. But he already had me blocked. I guess because I typed in Masked Babe's chat. So none of what I'm saying isn't true. And I wish that she would just get off of there and stop giving him attention, because it's going to reflect, it could reflect badly on her, even though she doesn't know. Yeah, Masked Babe's Twitter too. Good. That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. He threatened her. It's a big ordeal. That's why he couldn't get anybody to watch him. I mean, he had plenty of people to watch him. Are you vaping right now? Yes. I text her, Evelyn. I text her and let her know. So let me tell her that I'm live. Maybe she'll get off and come over here. Because I know she didn't know. She doesn't watch any of that stuff. Like, she doesn't know Mass Babe is. She doesn't know any of that stuff. And the only reason she knows him is because he started coming over here and coming into streams and, you know, talking to Trisha and Crystal and blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and text her. Crystal has done good. Hopefully she'll come over here. She's probably seen that I was live. I told her I was going live so she could come over here. Because, like, she had no idea. Masked Babe is the one that did the videos about him. And Masked Babe is really cool. I like her videos and the way that she does them. I haven't been seeing any videos from her lately. But I've been watching her for a long time and him for a long time. Hi, DC. Cheers. Hey, Paula. I missed you. I got Gusher. It's called, what is it called? Shit, I can't see it. It's all the way over there. Crystal contacted him. I don't know. I don't know how any of that happened. I'll ask her if she gets off and comes over here. I hope she comes. Yeah, he did, Ash. Ash, you know him, right? I love the blog too, Ash. They got into it. Thank you, Blonde Patient. They got into it because I'm pretty sure he started shit with them whenever he first came in. But he's always, I don't know, he's always rubbed me the wrong way. But I mean, that's not what made me, you know, think that he is the way that he is. All of the things that he's done and what I've seen. Hey, Dewey. Probably Kayla. I don't know. I hadn't had a chance to talk to her about it. Wait, what did Sheila say? Why would Crystal do that? She knows the wrath will soon. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Pitbull Mom. And I heard him saying that, she said something about a lawsuit. Oh, thanks. That his name is Real Stream News. Anybody that's been following him can corroborate. He's been having one or two people watching him. Like, that's not something that I'm making up. That's not something me being mean or shady. Like, it's literally just the truth. Hey, Hondo. He's been desperate to get something going, and now he's using Crystal and Trisha to do it for what? I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know what happened. You're welcome, Mills. Let me send Crystal a link, see if she'll come on. Because I said she's finished. Here, Bless. Take care of that. Okay. Hold on. Let me get the link. Amanda, do you want a link? Hold on. Make sure you guys, after this live stream, go and watch Masked Babe's videos about him. Because here's what I'm afraid of, right? Because a lot of people, you know, watch Crystal, trust Crystal. And I'll just put it in here. and and she doesn't know him, right? So they're going to watch her, like you guys are going to watch her on his stream and think, oh, okay. You know what I mean? I sent you the link, Crystal. Thank you, bless. I sent you the link, Crystal. He's using you. Because he wants it, he wants views, Dewey. That's all it's about. I promise I'm not just saying this to be an asshole. Like, if I was just saying that to be an asshole or whatever, like I would just it's literally the truth. Like, for the last 2 months, he's only been able to get, okay, take your time. I'm in no hurry. Mitchell's at work. But he's literally been walking around doing blogs with 1 or 2 people watching him, and all his titles ever say is TTS cost $1 and blah 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 cost $2. So what he wants to do is have people pay, which is fine. If that's your thing, that's fine. But why use Crystal, and for what? Like, for what? There's no other reason. No other reason whatsoever besides using her to get his, and he had like 80 people watching him. That's the most he's had, you guys, and I cannot tell you how long. Like, he couldn't get 5 together. Hey, Blue Magoo. He couldn't get 5 people together. Not 5. His name is Real Stream News. Go and look at his views on his videos. Yes, Kimberly. Yes. Go look at his videos. I bet there are not many views on those videos. Yes, that's exactly what I said, Dr. Koala. Yes. Because he was just covering Real Stream. I mean, I have a worse memory. I'm trying to put my memory together. If anybody else wants the link that knows anything about him, let me know. But anybody that's watched Onision or anything to do with Onision would know who this guy is, probably. But if you don't and you haven't, you would know who he is. But anyways, he was doing like the blog, and he was just putting clips out of YouNow broadcast, right? Of drama-filled YouNow broadcast, whatever, clips of those. And then it came to the point where he wanted me, DM me the link. I sent it on Twitter, Crystal. If you didn't get it, let me know. I sent it in, just look, it should be at the top. What was I saying? God, I get so sidetracked. Oh yeah, okay. So this girl named Taylor that was hired to live with Onision and Lainey to do their camera work or whatever, she was their roommate, and then she got kicked out. So right whenever she got kicked out, she wanted to do an interview, and I guess he got close to her or whatever, and he got the interview. So whenever he did the interview, he didn't want anybody to know his identity because he was trying to be like the blog. So he wore a face mask, like a surgical face mask, whenever he did the interview. All of this should be on YouTube somewhere. Oh my God. Why did you leave it? Okay. I got you. Okay. So after that, I think he got a taste. This is just me thinking. I don't know, right? But I think he liked broadcasting. So he went from that to trying to get interviews, like what he's trying to do with Crystal now. He was trying to get interviews with people and blah, blah, blah. Well, fast forward to whenever he was doing this collaboration with this other YouTuber. I don't know the girl. I don't even know her name. You'll have to watch Masked Babe's video to see what I'm talking about. Hey, honey.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hang on. Let me finish saying what I'm saying. Okay. So then, whenever he collaborated with this woman, I don't know the ins and the outs, the details of the situation, but what I do know is that she allegedly got drunk. There was an alleged assault that happened. So that's why he couldn't get anybody to watch him. He was literally getting 1, 2, 3 people at a time watching him, no more than that, for weeks. And now apparently he has latched onto Crystal and Trisha. All right. So what happened? How did you come in contact with them?
Through email.
Did you email him or he emailed you?
I emailed him.
Why?
Because there was a comment that was made that was...
Did you get a microphone?
No, I'm on my headphones.
You sound good.
Oh, thank you. I'll be honest. There was a comment that was made to a point where substantially if I didn't clear it, it could have caused more.
Yeah, but nobody watches him. Like, he literally is, he has no legitimacy, at like zero, zilch. He literally invited a YouTuber over. He allegedly assaulted this female, right? He denies it. He's threatened people that's talked about it. Like, he is a bad guy, Crystal. Nobody takes his word. Nobody. I know you didn't know this. That's what I told them whenever I came live. You didn't know.
Mm-mm.
But I wish I would have known ahead of time, because he is, I'm telling you, and I don't want his name, because you had no idea, because you don't watch that part of YouTube, his name to get attached to you, because he has a bad name, like bad. Really bad.
He's very attached to her. I think, when I first saw the first couple things.
Of course he is, because you not hear what he said at least 5 times before you called back in. He was like, oh, people are watching. Oh, I have like 43 people watching. Oh, people are really interested in this Trisha thing. He is so desperate to get people watching, Crystal. He had 3 or 4 people watching it. 3 or 4 for weeks and weeks. I've been clicking on his streams all the time. Sometimes I'd be the only one watching. Not that it matters, but I'm just saying that shows you his motivation right there.
Yeah, see, I didn't know any of that. I just knew he was trying to, get down to the bottom of what's the actual point of what's really wrong with this woman, and why is this woman causing so much.
But why does he care?
I think
plenty of videos for him to go and watch.
Oil is why.
Who?
I think he was friends with Oil Wife. His main connection was through Oil Wife. I know that much.
Did she say this or he said that?
Actually, it was not even him or her. It was one of the people that
I don't think that's true.
That knows Oil Wife. That's one of her followers.
I don't think that's true at all.
See, I don't know.
Highly surprised if she would attach her name, because she had a good amount of followers. Attach her name. I never heard her shouting him out or anything, and he was desperate for views. Desperate.
All I know was it had gotten a comment was mentioned, and I saw that it was about to be a downward spiral if I didn't go ahead and
comment. What was it?
She made the comment in his chat.
What was it?
Well, one of them was like, he said tonight, as soon as he was talking, she told him that email was helping her case, which I got news for her.
No, but you said you emailed before because of something.
Yeah, because she had posted, she had commented something in one of, I don't want to say names, so I'm trying to think of what I can call them.
See, Selena just said, no, Al is not associated with him. I don't think any females would be associated with him. None.
She commented in a certain somebody's chat that he was giving her the attention. And when he had made a comment about he didn't understand why certain people were having issues with her, and she made a comment basically bringing up the pizza incident. And I was like, fuck this. I'm not giving this bitch the opportunity to go to another side of YouTube and start dragging the whole pizza incident again. I'm going to nip this in the ass before she does. I'm going to speak
attention to it, Crystal. Like, I don't think you understand how it would be like right now. Somebody in the chat that never they never commented in my stream before, never commented in your stream, and then they went live and started talking about it. That's how much pull he would have. None. Nobody believes or watches him. Nobody. Not one person.
But you got to also think, Steph. He might not
So
have.
you going on there gave him the attention that he was never going to get with her saying lies to him. You know what I mean?
I was stupid on that part then.
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it because you didn't know. But what I'm
No.
saying is you reaching out to him and you trying to nip something in the bud is only because you have a lot more pull and respect than she ever would. Okay.
Right.
So with you talking on his channel, that gives him, people are they were thinking he was legitimate, right? So you were giving him corroboration to say, if he does go with her story, that it's true. You know what I mean? Not because you said it was, but because people trust you and believe you. So you were giving him legitimacy that he never would have without you. That's what he wanted. Credibility. Thank you, Booker. Because people know that you're telling the truth. They know your story. So if you go to him, they're automatically going to assume that he's credible because they trust you.
Gotcha.
You know, that's why I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and go live because I know that you did know. I knew that you had no idea. But I seen your followers, which are both of our followers,
Right.
in there watching him, supporting him. Like, I'm here to support Crystal. And I didn't want them to think that he was a good guy when he's really not a good guy at all. Like, I've seen him threaten women. Like, he's done a lot of shitty shit because he knew he was going to be outed for what he did, which really happened. And he has admitted to what happened. He just won't admit to that it's considered assault, allegedly, or whatever it's considered. Some people consider it even more than that. But he threatened people, you know, if they were going to talk about it. If somebody's lying on you about something like that, you're not going to go out of your way to threaten them and scare them and all those kinds of things. Hey, Marla, we're talking about, what's his name? Real Stream News. He has been, and who knows? Did he reach out to Trisha? Did she reach out to him? You know what I mean? Like,
I know him and her have had contact over oil life situation. I know
that he put himself in the middle of, right? I'm sure.
I reckon. You know, I don't know. You guys know how I am. I mean, I try to give everybody a benefit of the doubt. And when he did the first stream about the situation the other day, I didn't actually go in. I didn't see the live stream. I just watched a video clip afterwards. Because
how many people watched that live stream? I bet that's the most he's had in forever. Because
somebody posted it on Twitter. That's how I got there.
Like, okay, I don't lie to you. I've never have, right? I'm telling you, within the last 3 weeks, I've seen him time and time again. And even more than that, probably 2 months, 3 months of him walking around, talking, doing live streams, having 1, 2, or 3 people in there. I bet you, whenever he talked about Trisha, right, he got viewers because you know these people, us all, people are obsessed with talking about and hearing about Trisha. So, like the same people that watch us, whenever we used to talk about her, they're going to watch him, right? So he's seen that. And he wanted to rehash old shit, first of all, for what? I don't know. Well, I do know because he got viewers that first time. I'm telling you, he couldn't get 3 people together to watch him. Yes, Teresa, yes.
I'm going to twist the words just a little bit on this one. I'm not going to say he was the one rehashing old shit because let's just be honest here. He's not really the one that's dished out the old shit. She's been dishing it out herself plenty fine the last week. He's just now acknowledging the old shit just like many others because of the fact that she keeps bringing it up herself.
You're not a drama tuber. I can see you. No, but okay. What I'm saying is, I don't think that you can understand what I'm trying to say because First, like, what would he has nothing to do with it at all. So there's
No.
no other reason, no other reason. No matter what he says to you, no matter what he says to anybody, he wants to bring his channel back. His channel was beyond the brink of death. It couldn't have been more dead. Okay. And regardless of what she's talked about the same shit for how long, right? Nobody believes what she says. She's a liar. So what is the point of rehashing old shit? There's only one. There's literally only one, and it was dead. Like, I can't tell you how dead this person, because people would not watch him because of what he did. Like, watch Masked Babe's video. You'll see. It's a big deal. And Masked Babe went through a lot of shit to even be able to have that out. And like, he had me blocked just because I typed in Masked Babe's chat. I don't think I said anything about him. Maybe I did. I don't know. But because I was trying to tell you in the chat before even coming live, and I couldn't because he had to be blocked. But the video, I don't know the name of the video. It probably says Real Stream News in the title, but just look at Masked Babe. I want to say it was like a month and a half, 2 months ago that she did that video. It was a couple of them. A couple of videos. But this was just his way of getting views. Like, if you think for 1 second he was trying to do you a favor, I'm telling you, you're wrong. He wasn't trying to do you a favor at all. He would literally do whatever he could to fuck you over to get people to watch him if he could. Masked, Masked, Masked Babe.
I am trying to see something real fast. I just got an email saying.
Here, I'm going to try to find that video. Yes, Jen drives a Jeep. Yes. Allegedly.
So apparently she just tweeted out, hey, jealous stalker, one of many. I have a permanent address. I fought and won a custody battle. I had insurance. I took care of myself. I don't date toddlers. Don't compare your loser life to mine. You will be burned like your meth pipe every time.
Can I ask you who's sending that to you? Whoever is sending that to you, you need to block them. Whoever that is that sends you those things, they're trouble starters. They're shit starters.
No, it's not. It's
yes, it is. She's gonna say shit. You're never gonna stop her from saying things.
Oh, I'm not even mad that she said it. I mean, it's just pointless that she's gone that low to think that that's gonna bother me. I have a permanent address. Thank you. So what? My teeth are fucked up. I mean,
see, people like that are what keep you going and make you feel like you have to defend yourself. You have no reason to defend yourself.
See, and that's it. At this point, it's the way I'm seeing it at this moment is, you know, I'm not even going to worry about even fucking trying to defend myself anymore at this point with her because like I just read to you, you know, this is what she posts, is shit like this all day long. I have not once came after her looks. I have not once came after anything about anything she owns, her house, her vehicle, nothing in months. I'm not going after her on a daily basis. Every fucking day, it's a stream of doing nothing but fucking making goddamn digs at me left and fucking right.
She's an asshole. She's a fucking asshole.
And then when I don't respond, she posts some stupid shit up like that on Twitter. And the only reason why I do get the pictures that I do from the certain ones I do is because I keep all this shit for evidence. Just like tonight, she went on that stream and told old dude, thank you for that email. This will help my case. First off, he didn't send her that email. She didn't see that email. All she did was heard a quarter of that email. He didn't even read the whole email that was between her and I. In fact, that email has already been given to my DA and to another lawyer because I've already been having plan B backed up just in case I needed to get to it.
You don't know that he didn't send her that email, by the way. You have no idea that he didn't send her that email.
Even if he did, even if he did, there's nothing in the email that she can use against me, because in the end of the day, in the bottom of that email, I had not once said nothing negative about her,
Exactly, Amber.
nothing out of control. The email's already been read by a lawyer and a DA, who both said that I had the right to defend myself and that I was not crossing no boundaries, no rules, no nothing by making the email, that I had every right to confirm and to defend myself, for the simple fact of the matter is that again, she was proceeding that I was having more shit to do with her. Like with her new court case, saying that I had tie-ins with that. You know what? They're also been updated on that shit. The only person who's proving their case is me, because I'm not on my Twitter posting shit every fucking day about the twat.
Right.
I don't have to. So, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. She can say I'm jealous of her life 1,000 times on end.
But you're
First
not.
off,
You know
I'm
that
not.
you're not.
You know what? I could be living. You're right. I could go live in the fucking woods, but you know what? I'll still have 100 times more dignity at the end of the day being a homeless motherfucker than that woman will ever have in her little finger, because at least I bust my ass. At least I have a job. At least I'm good to people, and I have a fucking pure heart, something that woman will never know nothing about.
Right.
I do for others before I do for myself. And you know what? Instead of sitting there criticizing me and keep referring to me as quote unquote jealous, maybe you should fucking start being jealous of me and opening your eyes up and wonder why so many people like me over liking you. I don't have 1,000 people telling me they hate me every day. I don't get people telling me in my chats to go shoot myself or go kill myself or nothing like that, because I'm a genuine good person.
Okay, but the point is, right? I know that she says whatever, right? The same people say shit about me all the time, right? You have to ignore it. You have to. You know that it's not true, right?
Right.
Why do you feel like you have to defend yourself? You do not. You have people that love you, back you, support you, care about you, trust you, all of these things that she has none of. Not a little bit. None. Her friends don't even trust her. Why would they?
I didn't feel the need to have to defend myself or speak up on the whole scenario for the last few months, up until I got brought in to the fact of knowing a pedophile that was taking her to court, which was so untrue. And yes, I felt the need to defend myself on that, because that, in all reality, is what people aren't comprehending, is that comes into real life. That is local here. That means that a comment she made, she can go around and spread. And there are people who are local that do watch her and I. And then it just takes one word of mouth for people to say, oh, did you know Crystal's friends with him? I don't need that shit on it. So if something like that, damn right, I'm going to speak up and defend myself, because I don't need it spread around to get back to the same scenario it was in the first place. Now, when I say speak up and defend myself, y'all see, I'm not defending myself the same way I did in the beginning. I'm not going on an attack. I'm not going on an amends. I'm being more civil and human being in an adult-like manner versus how she is. Because, I mean, we all know it. Stephanie, you know it. If I wanted to piss her off, we all know I could trigger her so easily.
Every time that you talk about it, right? I know she talks about it every day. That's not what I'm saying. Every time that you talk about her, you're giving her attention and clout that she doesn't deserve. Every single time. Like even going on his channel or whatever, you're giving her attention that otherwise she's not going to get, because nobody gives a fuck to watch her. People care and trust and love you. They listen to you. So whenever you talk about her, and it does feel like you're defending yourself whenever you do things like that.
Oh, I'm not saying I don't defend myself. I really am defending myself, because at this point, I'm just so sick.
Against what? Against what? Seriously, answer the question. Against someone who lies about everybody. Right? Like you know you're not lying. You know where you live. You know your life. You don't have to. You shouldn't have to. You're better than that. You're better than what they say about you. So you know that. So therefore you don't have to defend yourself. And you defending yourself isn't going to change the way they think. They're still going to think the same way tomorrow. Just like those people think however they want to about me. Nothing I do or say is going to change that. Same for you. You shouldn't have to expend your energy to defend yourself when you've done nothing wrong. Just don't care about what they say. And that's why I said that whoever's sending you that shit and keeps saying this person said this about you, this person said that about you, they don't send that shit to me anymore. I don't know when anybody says anything about me ever on the internet, because people send it to me and tell them, do not send that shit to me anymore. I don't want to see it. I don't care what they say.
Right. I know. You're right.
You're better.
I just think it's just so much shit that I've been dealing with, and it just to have this shit just rehashed, it's just like, what the fuck, man?
He's rehashing it though. You're feeding by going on his panel, and I know you felt like you were doing the right thing. I'm not saying that you were doing something wrong, because you felt you were doing the right thing, right? I don't feel like you done something wrong. But with doing that, you're feeding it the whole situation. You're giving it, you're putting a light, because you have followers. You have people that care about what you say and what you do.
I honestly feel like we just need to do a mass silence doubt.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I've been doing. And I'll be honest, I think that has a lot to do with why I don't go live as much anymore.
Now, you guys don't get it twisted. I still don't watch her. I don't fucking, I've got them blocked on every which way of every fucking social media that whack job is on. She is 100% blocked. I've got both of them blocked on every bit of social media. I've done everything to avoid it. And
people send it to you. I know they do. Be honest.
Yeah.
People send it to you every fucking day. And whoever's doing that, Crystal's not going to say it. Fucking knock it the fuck off. Knock it the fuck off.
Well,
she doesn't need it. She doesn't.
There is a
it
few
matter.
that always have sent it to me, and what they've sent me has been the shit that doesn't bother me, because it's the shit that I know I need to have for in case something happens. So the few of them that do send me on a regular basis are okay. It's the few that have been popping up here lately that have been sending me certain things that it's just like, are you?
You know why? I'll tell you why right now. It's because you used to feed their drama. I used to feed their drama. We're not feeding their drama anymore. So they have to try to manufacture it, go back and forth. They do the same thing to me. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. They try to say, oh, this person said that, and try to get you to react so they can watch it. That's it. It has nothing to do with your well-being. Nothing to do with you. If they cared about you, they wouldn't do it. Period. Like if they cared about your well-being, your health, they loved you, cared about you the way that I do, they wouldn't fucking do that shit to you, because it's not good for you. It's not good at all. I don't know, Bless. I haven't seen them in a minute. I know they got engaged.
Who?
Witch's Brew.
Oh.
They just want a reaction out of you, not because they care about you. They want a reaction because they feed off of the drama. That's it.
And either way, they're still losing, because the reaction that I have given, what little of a reaction I've given, is still not the reaction they're wanting.
No, absolutely.
At the end of the day, yeah, I may say a few things here and there, but I'm still not slipping up. I'm still 100% watching every fucking thing I say and do. And I still 100% am making sure that I am staying to be that leveled person that I've been working so damn hard to be in, that they're not going to win.
Yep. And that's, to me, that's why it's hard for me sometimes to live stream, because it's just the same old bullshit over and over and over. And the only way that it can change for us on this side, quote unquote, is if we give it zero attention. They'll literally just be speaking to themselves. And in my case, they are, because I don't hear anything that they say about me. None of them. Any of them that stream about me or ever talk about me, I have no idea what they're saying. None. I couldn't tell you. Nobody sends it to me. I don't watch it. I don't see it. I do not hear it. And it can't bother you that way, right? Like, because here's the thing. You can try to defend yourself all you want. Because I have tried to defend myself in the past or tried to out certain people as liars, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. People are still going to watch them. People are still going to support them. It doesn't matter. You know, I think that we need to concentrate on giving attention to the people that care and love us, people that are here for us, you know?
Yeah.
Not the people that are giving negative attention. I think the world needs that as a whole, you know, that just to, we all, as a society, as humanity, we always like point out the negative and only notice the negative and say, well, this is going on. So you see the negative, negative, negative. We don't ever take time to stop and smell the roses, as they say, you know? Hey, Darlene.
Right, Bless. I agree. We need to start getting our streams back. I need to start getting to my antidepressant streams. I've just been working so damn much and just dealing with so much in real life that
I mean, you deal with enough shit every day
oh,
to have to relive and rehash old bullshit over and over and over. And if this dude, right, if he cares about the situation, blah, 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 he wouldn't be going about it the way that he's going about it. It's only about getting attention to his channel because and look, everybody wants attention to their channel, whatever. Everybody does stuff, reviews, blah, blah, blah. But when you're a shitty person and people aren't watching you because you're a shitty person, there's a difference. There's a difference in just having a down time of your channel and people boycotting your channel. Pretty much that's what happened. People boycotted his channel completely. Oh, and somebody wrote me a message and said that he tried desperately to reach out to Al about her channel, about her taking her channel down and getting in the middle of that, and she refused to reach back out to him. And I nobody will work with him. Nobody. I'm telling you, there's no YouTubers that care about their credibility that are going to go and talk to him. None.
I didn't know.
And I know that's what I said when I started this. I said Crystal has no, because I knew you don't watch Onision. I knew you didn't watch any of that side of YouTube, so I knew you had no idea of the backstory. That's why I was like, "What are you doing?"
I can't even barely keep up with our own little YouTube at this point.
Mm-hmm. And see, it's been a long time. Like he hasn't had anything to talk about in a long time, right? Like he doesn't know where to go next. So that was going to be his next move, I guess you would say, because he can't get anybody to work with him. He literally cannot get anybody to work with him. Till he found your naive ass that didn't know anything. But you didn't know, you know?
Hey, it just shows I'm a lover, not a hater. Just saying.
You absolutely are. You have so much good shit and light and love to offer people. But I think people sending you these things and making you feel like you need to defend yourself brings you down. It 100% no, we don't need him around here, bless. It brings you down as not makes you a worse person. I'm saying it like brings down your mojo, you know. You have good things to say. You've been through so much. You could offer and help so many people, and you do. But people try to stand in your way. That they don't want to see you shine. They don't want to see you do good. They don't. And anybody that keeps bringing you into that bullshit that should have been dead and gone don't want to see you do good either.
Yeah.
And the people that were over there supporting him, 90% of them were there supporting you.
Yeah. That's what he was noticing. He was like, all these people. And he's like, Jen just drives a Jeep. And I was like, yeah. And then as soon as I clicked on the chat, I was like, oh, they're all my people.
You really do have to be careful. Like if you want to talk about something, you don't want to go on your own channel, damn it, get up with me. Because I feel like people are going to, because you don't know a lot.
Y'all don't let her lie to you. Don't let her lie to you right now.
You don't.
Contact me. She ain't even fucking answered.
I hadn't talked to her in like a week probably. So that is my fault. I do take all responsibility for that. That is very true. But if you would have called me, I would have picked up. I promise. But anyways, I feel like people take advantage of you, Crystal.
I was debating on doing it. I even said it on my own stream that I contemplated on back and forth to do it or not do it. And I
People
want to get.
people are going to take advantage of you. They are.
I'm
Because
to a point. I'm past it.
you should be. We all should be. People need to let you get fucking past it. And if they're not, whoever it is, I know, bless. I haven't been on Twitter. I've been ignoring everybody and everything. I honestly
Yes.
have. And I've been meditating and praying, and I do feel better. Sometimes I just feel lost, and I don't know. I don't
Trust
know
me, I know
which
that
way.
feeling.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know which way to go. I don't know what's right and wrong, and all this stuff that I look into that's so sad. It breaks my heart. I know that it's true. You know, I want to do things to help it, and it's a whole lot. I feel like I'm just growing as a person. That's it. I hope that I'm growing as a person. I pray that I'm growing as a person.
I
I agree, Blue Ridge. I agree. And I feel like anybody that doesn't understand that, then they don't care for you the way that they say they do. You know, like if people aren't willing to be okay with you moving on and being yourself and not worrying about the negative bullshit, because here's what, regardless of what you think, talking about the negative shit, thinking about the negative shit brings us down. It brings everybody down, brings everybody listening down. Even though we like the drama and it gives us a high, I guess. I don't know what it does, but people love it. But it brings you down as a person. It brings your mind down. It brings your body, your soul. It's not good for any of us. It's not. It's not good for you. It's not good for me. It's not good for anybody listening.
I mean, it's
The only thing it's good for is views. And to me personally, I've gotten to a point that you either want to watch me be positive or y'all, but that's the only two options at this point, because I just cannot continue to add negativity to this world whenever it's so bad right now. Like, the world is so negative. We need to emit energy that's positive.
I have to
We
have
all do.
something positive because I've got so much going on in real life that I mentally am just exhausted. Stephanie, I got to
You
fill
don't
you in
deserve
on what's going on.
You don't deserve anything extra. You don't need anything. And like I said, if somebody doesn't understand that you don't need that, then it's at that moment it becomes a selfish need of theirs and not an unselfish need to help you. Because, like, okay, say tomorrow, hey Carolina man, where you been? Say tomorrow you come to me and you're like, I don't want to talk about such and such anymore. I can't do it. It physically makes me sick. And I'm like, no, you need to, right? Like, who am I trying to help in that moment? Me or you? It would be me. It definitely wouldn't be you.
I don't know. I guess maybe deep down, I still feel like, man, I don't know. If I tell you guys the honest truth about it, everybody's going to be like, are you fucking stupid? Are you crazy? What the hell are you thinking? But it's like,
Maybe you should. Maybe that could help you completely get past it and let people
the
know.
whole scenario that happened last week, was it last week or the week before last? The whole ordeal about
Punching somebody in a courthouse.
no, actually not even that. The lady who committed suicide in the video and all that.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
On the boardroom, they showed that video with the chick that.
Oh, yeah, I don't watch them, but yeah, I heard about that.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I know you had to heard about it because I didn't watch it, but I heard about it. And to me, I feel like there's a serious hypocrite scenario going on right now. And when I say that is, these people tried to do that to vindict whatever the fucking word they used, her of having any part of it. But at the same time, I looked at it in an aspect of, all right, now this is where you guys are probably going to want to smack me. How fucking stupid can you people be? You're sitting here trying to pat her on the ass and make her feel like it's okay for what was done and what happened. But at the same time, you're so goddamn blind to see that the fact of what happened is happening in front of their very own fucking faces. And if somebody doesn't speak up and do something soon, somebody's going to get hurt.
They don't
Somebody
care.
is physically about to get hurt, or something is physically going to happen. And then when it does, everybody's just going to be standing around with their thumbs up their ass going, well, what could we've done?
Here's the problem. You're giving people that aren't you way too much credit. You're thinking that people are going to
Oh no, I know ain't none of them going to, but I wish
think
there was
the way
something
that you
I
do.
could do.
There's not.
And that might just be me
Let me
being
tell you what it
an
is.
idiot. It could
me tell
just be
you
me
what
being
you
a
do.
good person. But God honestly, truly wish there was some way to connect to this woman for her to just understand that I'm not a fucking stalker. I'm not a fucking hater. I am truly somebody, unlike anybody apparently in her whole entire fucking life, who is truly, God honestly, concerned.
Let me tell you what you can do. Here's the only thing you can do. That in a perfect world, maybe that would work, right? But you're speaking about mental illness that we might not even know about and understand. You cannot expect someone to hear what you say and understand it the way that you would understand it, right? Because you're not taking into consideration that there is mental illness there. So it's never going to be perceived that way. So what we can do is be positive, have more positive places for people to go, and to, represent that it's not all just negativity and the same old drama. It's a karma cycle that is it's sickening if you really think about it and look at it and really think about it in a real world. It is a karmic cycle that is disgusting, and if we put ourselves involved in that, we can take that back, right? Like I've already been involved in it way more than I ever would have wanted to be involved in it, really.
True.
To give any attention to it, and to think I have to defend myself and care what they say, all of those things that we just need to show people, like, it doesn't matter what they say, right? Like I feel like every time we rebut anything that they say, draw attention to anything that they say ever, we're telling our viewers that we care about what they say, that what they say has any impact and should hold any water, and it shouldn't. None. It has no credibility, none whatsoever. And if anybody has any kind of what do you call this, like conscience, you look at this whole thing and the way that, in my opinion, people are exploiting someone that they're trying to say that they're supposed to be helping.
Right.
It's disgusting, and I just don't want to have any part of making it worse. Like
Absolutely agree.
that karma isn't gonna be good.
It's just,
And
I
want to
think-
turn around and play like they're the heroes, like they're trying to help her. It's not about that. It's never been about that. It'll never be about that. It
if
will
somebody
never be
truly
about
wanted to help her, they would get off their ass and do something now to help her before it becomes too late.
it would never be on a live stream.
No.
It would never be talked about on a live stream. It would be done in private. Like anybody with 2 brain cells can see what's going on, And yeah, it is sad. It's hard to watch sometimes, like that's why I don't watch any of that negativity, but I hear about it and people talk about it, and it's hard. And I don't want any part of that. I don't want any part of giving any attention to it. I don't want to drive any traffic there. I know people watch it anyways because, we need negativity as humans for whatever reason. I think it's the trance that we're all in from the television, I guess. I don't know. But for whatever weird reason, as humans, we're drawn to negativity, and it's that we need to break that cycle. That cycle's disgusting. Like instead of focusing on positive things, as humans, 90% of the time we focus on negative all the time.
I like the positive.
Thanks, y'all. I have to say that to myself a lot. I can't save myself on most days. Exactly.
I may just be
I'm getting there.
naive.
Every little thing's going to be all right. I'm getting there. And I've been praying and meditating and trying to better myself. And I cannot, none of us can, but I personally cannot better myself, make myself a better person and closer to whatever the afterlife holds if I'm going to every single day talk about the negative things people talk about. Like, that is such a bad cycle and it needs to be broken. It's shocking. Money. That's all she's interested in. Who? Positive is not a dirty word, Donna, but it for whatever reason, as humans, we're drawn to it. We are drawn to negativity. We want it. It's weird. It's not normal behavior, you guys. It's weird. It's not the way that we were designed. I can tell you that. And my chat broke.
Lord. I don't know. I've been just so out of the loop on a lot of the shit that's been going on that most of my focus has been noticing the people who've been hurting and suffering and dealing with shit. And then I just kind of feel like,
I'll tell you what to do. Here's what you do. Get out of our little corner of YouTube. I'll send you some videos. I'll send you all some videos. Actually, I'll do some live streams about it. And we'll look at and pay attention and shine some light on, no, is it positivity? No, it's horrible negativity. But it's real things that are going on in the world. Like today, right before I talked to you or whatever, I watched a video of, I won't go into too much detail because I might do a live stream about it, but it's a video of a girl telling her story about growing up in a snuff film industry. And it's hard as humans to realize that there are things like that go on, but they're true. And I feel like if we're going to focus on negative, that's the kind of negative we need to focus on. This other shit, I'm sorry, the mindset that I'm in now, it's petty. It's petty. It's ridiculous. It's so petty. It's so minute in the scale of everything that happens.
you just made me laugh because my mind went to two different places when you said snuff film.
Do you know what a snuff film is?
I know what a snuff film is. Yes, I do know. But it just went on to a comment that I seen on Twitter about somebody saying they thought another YouTuber at one point did a porn film. So I was sitting there like, we might find out a truth.
Snuff films are real.
It's a
like,
funny thing to me.
The industry is real. Like, there are so many things that really happen that we have been lied to about, and that's, to me, that's the things that are important, not this petty ass bullshit, in my opinion. Exactly, Donna. Real life shit. Like, it just makes it all feel so petty whenever you pay attention to things that really matter, And they're just, you need to listen. You need to learn to protect yourself and to go on, not to be defensive, but just know that not everybody wants the best for you, and people are going to try to get a rise out of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she is, Kayla.
I am totally afraid.
Exactly, Jennifer. And they are, but they're real. That's what I'll say. They are 100% real. And here's my thing, though, right? Like, in Hollywood, we're taught that if, since the Me Too movement and blah, 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 that if a female comes forward and says that she's been assaulted, she's been raped, blah, 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 we're supposed to automatically believe and then figure out what happened, right?
Yeah.
But when people come forward and talk about horrible things that are really happening, people look at them like they're fucking nutso and don't even try to investigate. And the reason why is because the corruption goes so deep that people can't even comprehend. There is no investigation to be had. Who's going to do the investigating? Nobody. It's so crazy.
Penny,
But-
this is how Stephanie and I have always been. Stephanie has always been the full force, hammer down. This is my thought on this. No, I'm not going to look anywhere around it. And I've always been the bias. Well, but what if? But, even though Stephanie's 90% of the time correct on her thought, I still always try to be that one that kind of has that little bit of open heart. Just to have it. Stephanie, me, and Amanda, we balance out each other perfectly. You got Amanda, who's the open, sweet, sensitive one, who sometimes is the most naive one out of the three of us. You got me, who can play both sides. I can be straightforward like Stephanie or a little naive like Amanda. Then you got Stephanie, who's the rock, and she's her word's her word, and that's as far as it goes.
Listen, I'm just crazy. And if I believe something, I'm going to talk about it, because here at the end of the day, I do not care what anybody says about me. Like, I don't care. If you think that I'm crazy because I believe somebody when they say they've been tortured their whole life and made to watch people be murdered, children, crazy things, why would you not believe that person? Why would we not? Why would we not? We believe every woman that says that she's been, raped, which I think, we should investigate everything that's said, but that means everything. Like, there's this girl on Twitter, right, that says that since she was little, that she was allegedly mind controlled by the CIA and Tom Hanks, and was sexually abused by him for many years, sold to him by her father. Nobody listens to her. Why? Like, why is that not just investigated? That, to me, right there, screams red flags, screams that there are major problems. Like, why would we not listen to it and at least investigate? If somebody said that about you tomorrow, Crystal, what would happen?
Nothing, because I wouldn't give two shits like I haven't been.
No. What I'm saying is, right? Somebody goes and says, Sarah Ashcraft. Yes, if you all want to look her up on Twitter, her name is Sarah Ashcraft. Somebody says tomorrow, oh, Crystal sexually assaulted me and blah, blah, blah. Are they going to investigate your ass?
Of course.
Hell yeah, they're fucking going to. But say it about Tom Hanks and you're crazy.
I mean, I sexually assault Stephanie. I sexually assault Chaos. I sexually assault Blue Ridge. I sexually assault Metallic. Hell, I sexually assault 3/4 of the stream when I just open my mouth and talk. Because let's just face it,
Be calling the cops on you.
I'm really, I
Maybe
don't
she's
really.
off her meds. Maybe I need meds. But you know what? I'm not going to take meds because I think more openly than majority of people. And here's the thing, right? Like, most people think it sounds crazy when you say that we've been brainwashed. Anybody that's ever watched television ever, you've been brainwashed, period. Like, there is no way around realizing that you have been brainwashed if you've watched TV for years and years and years and years. The chemistry of your brain is going to change, and you say that to people and they're so shocked, so I am going to start talking about that. I think on my second channel more, but things that are more like truth-based stuff. Hey, Sherry. But things that are more truth-based stuff on my second channel, because they like to delete those streams because they don't like truth-based things. But there's a lot of shit that's right in front of our faces. Like, the literal proof is right there, but they're not going to investigate it because it's so corrupt. No, Sarah Ashcraft isn't a liar. I believe her 100%. Lip gloss kitten. But there's never been an investigation. Like, there's a guy on Twitter that has said for years that he's Bill Clinton's son. Looks like Bill Clinton. His mom is black, right? Have they ever got a DNA test? Nope. They just tell him he's crazy. That's it. That's what the word conspiracy theory is designed for, to make people sound and feel crazy. That's it.
They want you to look at this hand while this hand's over here doing something else.
Exactly. That's exactly what they want to do. And it's so easy to get people to believe one thing or the other, because we've been taught since we were born. I mean, for thousands of years, but since we were hundreds of years, but since we were born, we were taught to believe the news. We were taught that the news tells us the truth. We were taught that the government is telling the truth. So now we believe that, and it's not true. They lie. If they say it, if the government is saying it, most of the time it's a fucking lie. They're not going to, Donna, because it's true.
I mean, it's just like me. I'm just too, the lie of me being a stalker and this, that, and the other, and for end on end on end. It's just to a point where, it's finally gotten to me to a point of, man, I'm like, seriously, it won't.
I mean, I've been said, 50,000 different things about it. I do not care. Why do you care? I got to get hang on. I got to get something. It's chocolate. I need it. But why do you care? Why do you let what? Okay, if I said it or somebody that you cared about said it, then I could understand. But it's coming from people that are liars. Everybody knows they're liars. Well, everybody that you care about knows that they're liars, That's why I wish that people just wouldn't send the shit to you.
I think it's just getting to me more right now than it's been because of the fact that I have so much going on right now, which I haven't even updated you on the shit that I'm dealing with.
That's why you don't need to deal with this other bullshit.
I know.
You don't deserve that. You don't deserve extra stress on top of that.
I mean, it's just been one thing after the next. Brian lost his job the other day, and that's fucked us so severely right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That sucks. See, that's the shit you need to be worried about.
It's the problem.
Nothing else.
I don't really even want to think about it because every time I think about it, I'm putting myself in massive panic attacks, and it's causing a lot.
Listen, everything works out.
I'm hoping it works out.
I know that.
I'm hoping I figure something out because I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got to figure out some way to make it between point A and point B to get my paycheck. And I'm just like running around. I'm constantly figuring this, and this out, and relocating, and it's just been one thing after the next. And working like a fucking madhouse, shorthanded, so beyond shorthanded at work that I've been running a kitchen almost basically by myself.
Holly
for
Bellagio.
a week.
I think I might have watched some of hers. Thank you, Kayla. I've been watching this other lady from London, and I don't know if you all know a lot about London, but London is
Have a good one, Jennifer.
corrupt. Who's leaving?
Jennifer is. She's got to go take care of the kids.
London is so corrupt. But anyway, she lives in London, and she's been targeted. And she has proof. She's been targeted for years. They've been after her because she. What did she do? I don't remember. She went somewhere, and it was. Anyways, just look up targeted individuals if you all care to know. Everywhere is corrupt. Yeah, you're right. Everywhere is corrupt.
Everything.
But it's. Have you ever meditated? It's really good. I've never done that before, but I really like it. And praying. I think both helps a lot.
I will admit I haven't prayed a lot as much lately.
Why? You need to. You need it.
I've lost just like a sliver of my faith, just a little right now, and I'm good. Don't get me wrong. Before anybody freaks out and tries to take it way further than what I'm saying, I'm good. I'm trying to get back on my feet for me. I'm trying to stay doing the things I've been doing.
Streams. Sorry, she does live streams, don't she? Listen, Crystal, you're not going to want to hear what I'm about to say to you.
Oh, God.
But you're not going to get back on your feet without those things. You're not. You know that?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I can't get on my knees and pray and beg and ask God to help me, because in reality, I'm smart enough to know the same thing that I would be told if God was to stand directly in front of me. You can do it, but you have to put your mind to it and make forth and make it happen. So
But you're
when I'm
not.
saying that I'm
Are
not
you
praying,
meditating?
yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I'm
I
saying,
think
like,
you need to do both.
I'm not praying as much as I used to, because I'm not trying to put my mind in a set that if I pray, things are going to be okay. I'm putting my mind in a set that I have to redefine my placement with God, but before I can expect God to accept me and appreciate me, I have to remember that I need to accept and appreciate
He
myself.
already accepts it.
I
Dude,
can't ask
he
God
does.
to
He
make
already accepts and
happen.
appreciates you. Nope. Nope. Get
Well,
out of your head. Get out of
you
your
know what
head.
I'm getting
That's
at when I can't
that's the
expect
devil.
I can't expect him to do something for me without me putting the effort to do it for myself.
You already are. Exactly, Donna. You already are. He already does. What do you mean? He loves us. Already. Got to meditate in you. It's going to help you. You know that.
I've been
If
meditating
nothing
more than
else, it'll
praying.
help you feel better. I did a meditation the other day. That's backwards. It is backwards. Tell her. That's
What?
Satan. That's backwards. You saying that you need to get together in your head before you can let God. That's not what the
I love
Bible
you
says.
too, no fear.
That's not what the Bible says.
Well, y'all gotta also realize Stephanie knows where I'm getting at when I say this.
I love you too, no fear, even though you are really nasty to me. I love everybody.
I put my place 6 months ago. I would get to a point where instead of looking at facing the fact, I would look at ways to get out of it. When Stephanie and the girls put me in a corner and basically told me how it is, it put my mind into a new replacement. Like I'm in a whole new mindset anymore. So for me, when I say what I'm saying right now, I'm looking at it as I have to remind myself I can't expect nobody to do something for me unless I do it for myself. I am independent. I got this. And that's just something I have to tell myself right now because of the fact of what I am facing with in real life. I have to have that. I have to be able to tell myself I'm in control and that I can't expect nobody to do it but me. I can't put blame on others if the blame is my own.
Oh,
Now, if it's somebody else's blame, damn right, that's your shit. You gonna own up to it, not me. But if I know it's my blame, I have to take it. I have to learn to accept it. And with that is why instead of, which I know a lot of people don't understand, instead of saying, I'm going to pray to God and ask God for this, I've learned to say more to myself before I would go and pray is, you got this. You need to know you got this. You can do this. What do you got to do? Okay, we got to do this, 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 and this. You can't expect nobody. So take these out. This is what you can do on your own. All right. So then you got to, it's basically a complete way of redirecting my mind and looking at things anymore. It's my way of not falling back to my old place because
yeah,
I got yelled at.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
They were not very nice to me. Let's just say that. They were very mean to me that night.
It was a rough night. But listen, I
Lots of
think
tears.
we, as humans, have a lot more control is a bad word. I think maybe control would be the right word. Control over our reality and what happens to us. I don't think that we are allowed to know about it as much because nobody wants us to be able to have any control, right? They want us to think that we're completely out of control, like we have no control in anything. But I think if you meditate and you make yourself better, that you can make your surroundings better and therefore your life get better. I honestly feel like if you, like, they say you put out good energy, you get good things. I really believe that.
Okay, explain to me what just being me is meaning.
Okay, let's see.
I'm having a blonde moment.
I didn't watch it when I watched it. Start with being honest with yourself about what your motives are. Oh, she's talking about the video. I don't know what that means, though.
I don't either. I don't watch not. I only watch clips.
Kimberly,
of what's
that's a
given to
big
me.
one for me. That's a big one for me is control over how I react to things.
See, I'm doing good on that.
I've been doing a whole lot better, but that's something I have to do even in real life. Because here's what, right? Like I don't want to, I'm not perfect. I'm never going to be perfect, but I don't want to negatively react to anything if I can help it. And I want to, because if you truly get in the mindset that everything happens for a reason and that whatever source you believe in is, in control of everything and, whatever, then nothing that happens to you can be bad, but it's hard to accept things in that way. But if you could, it would definitely help.
Ash, I say that all the time. I always say that. It's just, you can't expect to share the love unless you give love.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying, right? Like, and I have a hard time with that. Obviously, I'm just now even getting into that mind frame of thinking like that because I've been so like unspiritual, completely numb, and not even thinking in that direction for so long that it's hard to go in that direction. But I honestly feel like whatever you put out, you get back. And if you think in love and you treat people with love, you'll get it back.
Oh, amen. Absolutely. And that's why, like Ash said, at the end of my stream, I at least always try to leave with a positive note. And I love you. I appreciate you, something that just shows the appreciation. And I mean, if you don't give appreciation, you can't accept it.
We don't love enough as a human beings, that's going back to being brainwashed for so long. And what we see on television is not that, we don't get taught on television to accept and love people and to love everybody for who they are. They tell us that that's what they want us to do and that we should be accepting and love each other, blah, blah, blah. That's not what they show us at all on TV. So it's completely counterproductive in watching television, and we've done it for years and years and years. So we've been brainwashed, no matter what people say. They
tell us to love ourselves and to love the way we look and blah, blah, blah. But yet they show nothing but a bunch of, up until recently, it's always been nothing but a bunch of skinny, perfect, airbrushed women for you to think that was what we're supposed to be like.
Yeah, they've all, and I think that's part of the brainwashing too, right? Think about it. If they're telling us one way and show us a different way, it's just another way to keep our minds down, to keep our brains down. We only use a certain percentage of our minds, and I don't think that's by accident. I think we were designed to use 100% of our brains. I really do. I think we were designed to use all of our brains, but we don't because of evolution in the negative sense, right? Like we have all these satellites that emit who knows what, right? That I think hurts our consciousness and letting us know. And we're never taught that. We're never taught about meditating. We're never taught about conscious. We're literally taught to be brain dead robots. That's what we're taught. We're taught to listen to what we're told and do what we're told, that we have no control over anything. We can't do anything to help anything. It's bad. And I honestly feel like that's why we're stuck in this negative karmic like circle, because we never rise above anymore because we don't meditate. People do meditate, but not as a whole. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They do, Janie. They want us stupid and complacent. And that's why I think they hate the internet, right? Because if it wasn't for the internet, you guys, I would know what meditation was. Think about that. I've never heard of meditation, thought that it was like I've never heard of anything where you can open up your mind and listen and be more cognizant. None of that. All of that was frowned upon my whole entire life. So if it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't know anything. So before the internet ever came around, as humans, we only knew what the televisions told us to know. what the schools told us to know. Who runs the schools? The government. So we literally only got what the government and what the televisions told us to know. That's it. If that's not brainwashing, I don't know what is.
No, it really is if you think about it.
It is brainwashing. There is no other way around. It's 100% brainwashing.
I mean, basically, it's the same concept. We are born. As
Yes.
soon as we're old enough to start comprehending shit, what's the first thing they teach us? The
Shut up and
tooth
sit
fairy.
down. Shut up and sit down.
Shut up. Well, I mean, yeah, but the tooth fairy, Santa Claus,
They
Easter
lie to you. Yes, it's all to break your brain. I'm telling you, it's all to break our brains. And anything that is, and I think that's like the first step of mind control. That's like the really minute part, because what they do to get people under actual mind control is they give them inorganically DID, which is multiple personality disorder. That's the new way that they call multiple personality disorder. And they literally traumatize these individuals to the point that their brains break, completely break. They shatter. And what they can do is they can take each of those little pieces and they can train each piece to be a different whatever, right? So they can make one person have 1,000 different what do you call this? Alters. They can have like 1,000 different alters, right? But it's literally, you have to go through the worst trauma you could ever happen. But it's brainwashing. We've been brainwashed for who knows how long we've been brainwashed. Who knows what we've been told that's not true. You know, they want deny just being me. They want to tell us one thing and then let us see that what they're saying is completely opposite. That's another way to break our brains and keep us down.
Stephanie, you've got to stop watching YouTube. LOL.
Nope, never will.
Right, Donna? My back went, oh my God, my back was just itching so damn bad. I had to find something.
It's true. No, look, what I'm saying about mind control is 100% true. Look it up. If you think that sounds crazy, look it up. It's 100% true. Thank you. Dissociative identity disorder. No, that's 100% on the books. The CIA said they stopped doing that. They didn't stop doing it. They just stopped doing it on the record. They were doing it on the record. Right. No, that's totally a thing. Look it up. Look up how they do mind control. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not smart enough to make this shit up. I wish I had a back scratcher.
I do too. I had to use a coloring book.
They have them at the Dollar Tree. If anything that I say sounds crazy, look it up. I'm not making it up.
Did you just tell me they have back scratchers at the Dollar Tree? It is 10:49 at night. Dollar Tree's closed.
Later. For tomorrow.
He has the truck, so I'm sitting here like I needed it now.
Oh, damn.
I was about to use the remote.
Go to the edge of the door. You can do it on the edge of the door. A ruler. Donna said a ruler will work. You have one of those?
I don't have a ruler in here.
Well, damn. Yes.
Plus, I didn't want to have to walk to a whole nother room.
And what's so crazy to me, what lets me know how brainwashed everybody really is that you can literally talk about things that are true. Like the proof is out there. But we've been so brainwashed that our brains can't even comprehend that shit is true. How crazy is that? Yes, Monarch. I don't know about beta GABA, but I'm sure that's another mind control thing. Now I'm itching all over. It's contagious.
I'm sorry.
Yes, it's out there. Just look it up. It's all out there. Look it up. And like that Holly girl, have you ever watched that Holly girl that does live streaming, Crystal?
Which one?
She was, I think she said that she was the MK Ultra, like mind control person. I believe her 100%. I didn't know at first because obviously I wasn't as open-minded then as I am now. But you could tell she was telling the truth. Like you could tell that she was being honest. Either she believed Holly Bellagio. Yes. Bagalio. Yes. You could tell she either was telling the truth or she believed what she was saying.
And she's on Twitter or YouTube.
On YouTube. Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm going to use that Silver Wings.
She used to live stream. I don't know if she still live streams anymore, but I believe what she's saying is 100% true. Oh, beta. Okay, sorry. I know it was some kind of mind control person. And at first, I thought she was crazy. I was like, no way. Because I was at the point that I could not wrap my mind around that something like that could possibly be true, right? Because I've been brainwashed my whole life to think that reality is what they told me it is. It's not. If you're lucky, you get rich. If you're connected, you get rich. If you are born into the right families, you get rich.
How come I typed that in and all I got was a gamer?
She might have taken her channel down, or they probably deleted it, to be honest. They don't like whistleblowers. That's what they call people like that. They call them whistleblowers, right? And I think that's just another name to make people think they're discredited, but I don't even know how that makes them discredited. It's literally just somebody telling their story. And see, what it is when they do these mind control things to people, they're supposed to not remember, right? That you're supposed, once you're in a program like that, you're never supposed to get out of it. But sometimes, in some cases, and I've watched, a few different people. I watched somebody in Australia the other day. Her story was astounding too. But they remember. They accidentally remember, and if their handler doesn't do this girl I was watching, she was Nicole Kidman's father was her handler. Hey, Billy. I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but she was from Australia, and Nicole Kidman's father was her handler. And she came out. She was a whistleblower, and he was murdered after that. And she said the reason why she thinks he was murdered is because he didn't handle her right, and she remembered. Fiona Barnett, is that her name? Fiona Barnett, Kimberly said.
All right, we'll look at that one.
And Nicole Kidman's father, and like Nicole Kidman hired people to come and sit outside of her house. All of these things, there's millions of people out there. There's tons of people that talk about this, but who's going to investigate it? The CIA? No, they're the ones doing it. The FBI? No, they're in on it too. They won't even look into it. Yes, it is, Janie. It 100% is. I don't think, not everybody is like that. I think most of the higher ups are, because I think you have to be to get up there, because they'll either blackmail you, or they will, you're just what do you call this? Involved. But even if you're not involved, what they'll do is they'll drug you, have you do something like that, or mind control you, have you do something like that, and then they have the video, so then you're part of it, so you don't whistleblow. Eyes wide shut. Yeah, she was born into it, Kimberly. I'm sure she was, since she was a baby, she's probably been abused, and who knows what all she's been through. I know now she's really high up in the Illuminati.
See,
She's a puppet,
been
but
watching some creepy ass shit on YouTube. Not really like anything else.
I need
Just to be honest.
some different links for you to watch. But here's the thing: you don't want to jump all in at once, because your brain, our brains cannot comprehend that this shit could possibly be true. We have been brainwashed our whole entire lives to think there is no way in hell that something like this is possible. We worship, literally, Americans worship American movie stars, right? So, like, if somebody comes out and says something about them, we are automatically going to not believe them. So you got to kind of go slow when you start learning things, because if you don't, your brain won't comprehend it. And it's not your fault. It's the way that we've been brainwashed. Oh, Jenna, once you're awake, you can't go back to sleep. I promise. It's not possible. You don't see things the way you used to see things. Once you're awake, once you're aware, you cannot go back to not seeing things the way that you've seen them before. You can't. It's not possible.
See, I don't even want, I guess, I wouldn't even be fazed by anything like that, because for me, if you were to ask me what real life TV I watch, the only show that I honestly watch anymore is Live PD and Night Watch. Other than that, I don't watch any TV. I have no interest in it. I've got cable TV, and I don't ever touch it unless them shows came on. Like
I think that's a lot of what started helping wake us up too. Is when the internet came around, we started the internet and stopped TV. So we started interacting with each other. First of all, we started interacting with people all across the world that we would never be able to. Because how else? Think about it. How would somebody whistleblow before the internet? Are they going to go to the news station? The news station isn't going to listen to them. They can't. They're literally part of the government, really, you know? So it's not possible for to whistleblow before, unless you wrote a book or something. Then you got to, how you going to advertise your book? It's not possible. But now that we have the internet, we turn the TVs off, stopped getting, stopped watching the TVs all the time, and started talking to each other as humans and learning, what's really going on, or at least a little bit of what's really going on. Before that, only thing we knew is what we were told. That's it.
I couldn't tell you not a lick of fucking news that's happened in the last 6 months. Couldn't tell you. No idea. All I could tell you is I know the president's still the president. I know
Exactly, Jenna.
there's wildfires going out across the world, which I know that because of Uber. Yeah, that's it. Other than that, I don't know anything.
Like, okay, for instance, right? Like somebody says psychosis in the chat. For instance, this has been throughout history, right? People have been calling bullshit on certain things when they happen. At that time, when they happen, everybody in the world calls them crazy. And then it comes out later. No, they're not crazy. Like when 9/11 happened, right? So many people were like, or a few people were like, I think that this might be a little bit, something's weird, something's off, blah, blah, blah. Now you have like 90% of Americans believe that it could have been an inside job. Night, Donna, I love you.
Night, Donna.
But like 90% of Americans believe it could be an inside job, right? Whenever Bush went to go, we had this whole war around weapons of mass destruction. Whenever we get there, there weren't even weapons of mass destruction. We had a whole war. People died on lies because we literally listen to the bullshit they tell us and eat it like it's fucking yummy. Like, what the fuck? It's crazy. And at the time, they'll make you feel as crazy as they can. And then later on, it comes out, Vietnam, same way, based on a lie. Everything that's ever happened has been based on a lie. Years later, people realize it because people start talking and people start talking and people start talking. But it takes years and years and years and years for it to become mainstream acceptable. By then, statute of limitations don't even matter anymore. So their system right now works perfectly. It does. But I feel like now there's more than ever, there's a lot of people that are more open-minded and are not falling for the bullshit that they get fed on CNN every day.
I didn't
told
see
you
the
stop watching.
Yeah, I didn't see the comment. All I seen was it said, because I've never seen a thing pop up on the screen like that. It said, "Damn it, Gina, just hit a user you've blocked." So I was like, who in the hell did you just hide? Because I didn't see anything. I didn't see a comment or nothing. So it kind of
So they're literally in here talking shit about you and have you blocked?
No, I have them blocked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, CNN's horrible, you guys. And listen, here's what I'll say. If you do still watch the news, whatever the news tells you to be mad about, to look at, that's the thing that you need to be happy about. Like, it's literally opposite. If they tell you don't watch Fox News, whatever they're telling you guys, it's completely the opposite. They tell you how do I say this? They tell you a lie that is the complete opposite of, and it's true, right? Like, for instance, right? Say I killed somebody today. Allegedly. Say somebody killed somebody today, okay? And instead of telling you that they killed somebody, they'll say to you, "Hey, Crystal, I didn't kill somebody today."
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what the news does. They literally tell you the complete opposite of what the truth is.
Hey,
but they tell you the
cute?
truth without telling you.
You want to see something cute?
Sure.
Since somebody wanted to make a comment. That's what my kid's doing right now.
Oh, what is that?
She's out fishing with her daddy.
Oh, that's a boat.
Yeah, she's out on the fishing boat.
Oh, I want to go fishing. What are those little coveralls?
Yeah, they're her
Oh,
oil
that's so
skins.
cute.
He's got her oil skins and shrimping boots that she wears when she goes with him.
I want to go. Yeah, I've been following Q. I know people are trying to discredit it though, bad. That's another thing that makes me think that it is true. I don't know. Either way, whether Q is true or not, it's definitely helping people to think for themselves, research things, look into things that they never would. Let me see. Hang on. I can't see it. Was that fish?
Yeah,
Holy macaroni. What kind of fish is that?
mackerel.
How the heck they catch that many?
They're commercial fishermen.
Q is, it's a forum on 4chan that somebody or a team of people, and it's called, I look at it on QAnon.pub or no, QAnon.app. And it's like coded messages that have predicted a lot of things and, tell you like inside stuff. It's kind of, hey, Monique, it's kind of like something, the way I take it, it's like a communication device set up to bypass the mainstream media, because the mainstream media isn't going to tell what's going on. They're just not going to. They're literally just going to tell you anything negative that happens with Donald Trump. And that's what they're going to focus on over and over and over and over. If they were actually journalists, if something positive was happening, they would say that. And if something negative was happening, they would say that. They would be balanced. They're not. They're literally a propaganda arm of the Democratic. So that's what the QAnon is. It's a communication forum to bypass the mainstream media. That's how I look at it. Love government discussions. I am totally into politics and the government and all that stuff. I used to never be. Like I voted Democrat. I voted for Hillary Clinton. But I've changed a lot since then. I've grown as a person a lot since then. I see your message, Kayla. It still says we're live. I cannot believe anything Q says. Why do you think that it's discredited? Like, why don't you listen to it, Jenna? I mean, what is your, you know what I mean? Did I ask the question right? Oh, because it's like a link, I think. That's why. It's QAnon.app. And it's been going on for, I know they're in the thousands. I think if you looked into it, I think you would think differently. It's not cultish at all, because how Q is designed is to make you look and think and dig for yourself. It's not ever designed as a person to say, follow this person. It's literally looked at as, I give you this information, or we give you this information, and you go and think for yourself. And no cult would ever act that way. No, the cults do not want you to think for yourself. They want the opposite of that. I get what you're saying, though, that it can look cultish, but it's not like that at all. If you were in it, or into it, I mean, not in it.
That makes a point.
Touted a belief system that I don't believe in. Wait, what does that mean? Well, whatever. I touted a belief system I don't believe in. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Podesta, Clinton, Bushes, etc., all tied in jail.
Oh, I am so sorry, Monique.
See, and here's another thing too, is I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Like, there would have a lot would have to happen. Cults have one leader. Yeah, it's not cult, because the definition of a cult is somebody telling you that they're telling you what you need to think and what you need to believe. Q does not do that at all.
No, but Stephanie does.
Shut up. They give you information and have you look up the information and think for yourself. I got to get a drink. I got to get some batteries from a vape, and I'll be right back. 2 seconds. Oh my gosh, my legs. Been sitting for a while, huh?
Howdy, y'all. She left me unattended on the live stream. So you know what that means? That means I can say whatever I want right now and she can't do nothing about it. How is everybody? We could talk about sex and dildos and just orgies and food. I can actually talk about a Pop-Tart because Amanda's not here. Oh, dude.
I can't find my drink.
Don't drink Stephanie's Kool-Aid. Hell, even Stephanie doesn't drink her own Kool-Aid.
My Kool-Aid is delicious.
Yeah. Let's talk about sex, baby.
Wait.
Let's talk about dildos.
A mind control situation designed by the government to align.
You like that, Kimberly?
It could be, Jenna. I don't follow it that close. I follow it enough just to see what's going on, but it's not like the be all and end all. You know what I mean? I just get some information from there that happens to be true. That's it. Because it could totally be something like that. 100%. Night, Penny. You never know what it could be. What did just me say? Did you see me? Am I blocked? I can see you.
Of course I can see you.
What it has done, though, is make me get interested in things that I wouldn't have been interested in before or think about before, like criminal activity that has happened in the past and now that I would never have cared about. But you kind of got to be into politics to care about anything like that. I hear a child.
It's not a child.
What is that?
Oh, I mean, gee. This motherfucker is priceless every time he comes out with a video. I had a video just sent to me. Hold on, I'm going to share it to you.
If you just look up mind control on YouTube, there's plenty of videos about mind control.
Huh?
And if you can go to like MK Ultra and go from there and you'll find different stuff. But there's a lot of videos on people that have, because they did MK Ultra in the CIA and they did that on record, but then they said that they quit it after. I think they didn't quit it. I think they just quit doing it on record. It's not scary. It's scary. Okay, but here's the thing. Is it more scary for it to be happening and to be true and not know about it? Or is it more scary to know? I think it's more scary to not know and it be happening. Like learning things that are true, or you think is true, or there's proof that they're true, learning those things feels scary at the time because we're, like I said, we're brainwashed. Let's talk about chemtrails. I don't see a lot of chemtrails here, but I don't pay attention that much, right? But I have seen chemtrails for sure. They're definitely real. I don't know what they're for. I don't know what they do. Oh, I thought she said right. I don't know.
Thank you, Kayla.
Really? Do you really? I don't. I'm happy. I pray for knowledge. I pray to know more. Because here's the thing. If I could help, if there are horrible things being done to innocent children and babies, and there's anything ever that I can learn and do and help, I'm going to try to help. I'm going to try to change that. I'm going to try to do everything that I can do to help in that situation. I don't see it as a burden. I don't. It sucks. It's hard. It has definitely been hard mentally to know that there are things that are so horrible that are reality, right? Okay, think about this. There's things that are happening that are so horrible that are real. They're happening in reality, but they're so bad that our minds can't even wrap around them. Okay. That is hard. That's hard to know. But what it does is, for me, anyways, it makes me want to be more positive, make myself better in any way that I can. And it makes me want to help. It makes me believe the people that are saying these things, to be there for them, because people that are brave enough to come forward, right? If you've been through these things and you're brave enough to come forward, could you imagine how hard that is? They need support. And if nothing else, if I can just give those people support, that's something, you know? But maybe one day I'll be able to help, you know? At least I know that it's going on. It sucks to know, but it's still going on. So it's better to know, to be able to help innocent children than not know it all and just turn a blind eye to it. It's kind of selfish to think about it like that, in my opinion, the way that I think about it. Yes, it's a burden. Yes, it's hard, but I think it's a blessing to know and to be able to ever be in a position to help the people that are whistleblowers and the people that are still going through it. How long do you live after you come forward, though? The people, that's the thing, right? But I think now with the internet, it's a lot harder for them just to off people, right? Because what happens is there's other people that know that these people came forward. So if they die, then there's going to be other people that are like, oh my God, this person just said this, right? And then they're going to tell other people, and it's going to spread and spread and spread. Before, they could just off you and nobody would ever know. Nobody. The news wouldn't cover it. The newspapers wouldn't cover it. You would just be dead and there would be nothing, no repercussions. I think there's a lot less. It's hard. The word targeted individual is the government. You know, once they know that you're a whistleblower, they're going to try to scare you. They're going to try to manipulate you. They're going to try to mind control you. They're going to try to do whatever they can. But I think it's a lot harder for them just to off them because the internet. The internet is, I think, the best invention ever when it comes to ever trying to stop this shit and get past the corruption. Yes, they do control the internet, but to a certain degree. They don't control it like they do the television. They don't know who's watching. They don't, on the TV, they can control who's watching. They know, you know, they can poll who watches this channel, who watches that channel, all these things. They can control all of it. With the internet, they can't as much. They can't. And I think that scares them a lot. Yes, live streaming. Exactly. I think it's made a hell of a lot harder for them. And if people wake up, the more people wake up, the more people see what's going on, the more people realize that the government isn't what they say they are. I think in the end that good is going to win. I think this shit's going to get shut down and it's going to be stopped. I really do. Yes, Jenna. Yes, 100%. Everything that happens. Amber just said Scientology got me. I'm dead. Everything that happens is on purpose. They want to be able to calculate everything, but they can't anymore. I don't think they can't even control the information like they used to be able to. I think the day is coming. I really do. I think that the powers that be, the source, whoever you guys think, we all think differently, which is great. But whatever it is, it's time to move beyond that. It's honestly time to move beyond. And I think that it's gonna happen. I really do. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Janie. They do. If you ever turn a microphone, what are you watching over there? It sounds awful.
Oh, I was squealing. I had an itch. I was itching and it felt good. The itch.
Yes,
I was like,
It is hell on earth, no fear. And the reason why they can get away with it is because they have us brainwashed to think that it would never happen, that they're trustworthy and they protect us, and they just want us to keep making the government bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and make government in control of this, make government in control of that. The second that government got in control of our schools, that's where it's all went downhill from there. It all went downhill from there.
I agree on that one.
and they control everything that we learn. They did. They don't now. I wish that they could go to private. I know you can do homeschooling and whatnot, but I wish that they could do like private schooling online and stuff like that.
They do kind of.
Thank God for Trump, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, and that's like, people get pissed off over things and they say, well, Trump, da 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 da. I mean, you got to remember 3/4 of the shit that goes on, he has no control over.
It's because, no, the only reason they don't like Trump is because all of 90% of mainstream media tells them to hate him.
Yeah.
I don't know why they hate him. They just hate him because they're told to hate him. That's
If
it.
I'm going to hate somebody, I need to know a legit reason on why I hate you. You have to be able to seriously tell me why I have to hate this person. Look how hard Stephanie had to convince me about the old dude earlier. Like, seriously, I am not an easy person to convince. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You going to tell me I have to hate him? You best tell me a good fucking version of why.
What's a Baphomet? Is that a devil worshipping thing? There's a lot more all behind the reason why we are where we are. I'm not going to get into that because I know that people are on different ways that they believe. But just know that a lot of darkness is in control of a lot of these things that happen. Like if you hear about rituals and sacrifices and all that stuff, that's not fake. I don't think it's fine because that's not what our country was founded on. Yeah, I know it's devil worshipping. I don't know about Baphomet. I don't know who that is, but I know a lot of their signs and symbols is devil worshipping. Yes, they're erasing history in schools. Yes. I mean, the government controls it, so they're going to control what history is taught. Right? Bohemian Grove. I've heard about Bohemian Grove. What is that? I just heard about that recently. I'm sure it is. If you look at the Vatican. Look at the signs and the symbols in the Vatican. You'll see.
I'm sending you something.
Most, Jenna. Well, I mean, most higher ups. They're going to pray to, worship, whatever, if they get money, right? That's all that they care about. But a lot of it has to do with the actual devil worshiping. You'll see. If you start looking into it, you'll see. If anybody cares, you all have brains. You can research, look into it. Good night, Doris. Excuse me.
Are you crying?
I'm trying to like hiccup and burp at the same time, I think. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Oh, that would be nice to see, actually. But here's the thing. We don't know. We only know the history that we're taught. Right?
Yeah.
Bohemian Grove. Okay, I don't even remember where I heard of that, but it's just in the last few days that I heard about Bohemian Grove. Get a history book for us? I don't know anybody that... Yes, I do. Duh. Josh.
There you go.
I wonder if he's having history this semester. I'll look and see. I know he's having, he said civics, and I was like, what? You're having civics? Like, when's the last time that you guys have heard about somebody having a civics class?
I love you too.
They don't teach civics in school anymore. There's a reason. I won't go into all that right now. I can save that for a different live stream. There's a no, we all are absolute idiots when it comes to civics. We know nothing about it. There's a reason. It's because the way that everything is being ran isn't constitutional. Just look into it. You'll see. If you care to know.
We started this stream to tell me to shut my ass up because a certain person's making himself look like an idiot just enough on their own, right?
Mm-hmm.
Clear point on how to prove it. I sent you this screenshot of what was posted.
Okay.
Did you see it?
No, I haven't looked yet. Hang on.
She this is legit. This is what she just tweeted out. Serious question. How do you serve someone legal papers if they live in the woods? Inbox me an address. Confidential information will get a box of extra salty crackers. She's legit begging people to give her my address. So this is the only response you're going to get out of me because you just so severely proved my point that I'm walking away and I'm done at this point. Let's get this straight. You will not find out where I am because that's my business. You will never figure out where I'm at because you will not have no way of finding where I'm at. And you will not have no way to find me. No one knows where I'm at.
She's in the woods.
And even if I was living in the woods, at least it's as far away from you as possible.
You build a you build a wall in the woods.
So leave me alone and you'll get the same back. But seriously,
whoever sent in
who's
those is literally
stalking
getting on my
who?
fucking nerves. I'm
No,
sorry.
that
Whoever-
one wasn't even sent to me.
Oh, well, stop looking.
I didn't even have to really. I'm not. Well, it's yeah. We're not going to get into how I just got that one, but either way,
Somebody
seriously,
sent it to you, or you looked at
why?
it.
Why am I being like? Seriously, are you that obsessed that you have to? You
Yes.
that
Yes.
is obsessed.
Yes. Yes. The answer is yes. Like, what do you want to know differently? Yes. 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 She's gonna be. She's still gonna be. Like nothing's
no,
gonna change. She wants your attention. You're giving it to her.
You got to admit, though, out of all the shit that we've heard and dealt with and everything from day one, that right there is borderline like stalking at this point. That is borderline completely past psychotically obsessed that you literally have to now beg people to give you my address.
You know what the problem is? I can tell you, whether you care or want to hear it or not. She has a bunch of children watching her that say Sniper Wolf, Team Wolf, whatever. What do you call it? Wolf team or whatever. Wolf something. Anyways, over and over and over and over. She can't get but 17 people to watch her sometimes. So, like, she's so worried about she misses the attention that she used to get. She can cry victim all she wants. She can say whatever she wants. She misses all that attention. But she wants the attention from you.
Do you not see how scary that is right there?
Yeah.
Like that is legit. And everybody wondered why I'm going back. I'm going back to the DA tomorrow. I'm going to the magistrate.
Who wondered why?
No, I'm going to the magistrate tonight. Brian needs to get home now.
Everybody
That's psychotic.
She came to your job.
Yeah, but that right there, I see why somebody was saying what they were saying after I just read that. No, I understand now what the hell they were getting at when they sent that to me. Fuck that shit. No, that's borderline crossing the line. I need to go back to the magistrate because that's your ass.
You need to stop saying this stuff on a live stream is what I'm telling you. Because when you talk, you're giving her what she wants. She wants your attention so bad. Do you want to give her what she wants? You don't. You do not. You don't. She's not getting attention. She's starved for it. She's starved for attention. Do what you need to do behind the scenes. Whatever you need to do, I'll help you. Whatever you need to do. But don't talk about it on a live stream. You're giving away all your hand, all your cards. Stop giving her a warning. Thank you, Jenna. Yes. Giving away all your cards. Let her keep it on.
I've got to figure out a way to get this bitch out of my life. I can't no more. I mean, we're having polls last week about who's the fucking stalker, and then she lost at her own goddamn poll.
Of course, because she stalked you. What do you mean? Of course she did. And she still is. She's still obsessed with you.
Oh my god, this
But
shit's
what I'm
getting
saying
creepy.
is, by you talking about her publicly is literally giving her everything she wants. She is
How do you do a
starved.
subliminal hint like that?
Yeah, that.
That is my
She is
subliminal
starved.
hint right now. Like, God.
She sits and cries about how she was stalked and how she was a victim and boo hoo hoo all the fucking time. When everybody in the world that watches me, you, Amanda, anybody on this side of YouTube can see how bad she wants your attention. It's crazy. Don't give it to her. Please, for me, don't give it to her. She wants it so bad. She's thirsty. She's so thirsty for your attention. She misses it. She wants to say she was stalked and she was scared. She, blah, 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 blah. She misses
talking about Stephanie,
talking
honey.
about
Just
her.
me, I'm talking about Stephanie. That's the only person I'm talking about at this moment is Stephanie. I need a cigarette. That's
Misses
why my
it.
mind is so unfocused. I don't have a cigarette. I don't have a vape. That's why I'm so fucking
Oh,
stressed.
Jesus. Take the wheel.
I ain't had a cigarette in 7 hours.
I bet you'd eat one right now if you could.
I
wouldn't
would
you?
eat the whole fucking pack if you paid me.
I've been there before. I've felt that way before. Fuck yeah.
Let's talk about something positive. I need positive. What are we going to talk about?
She
Positive?
is
Stephanie?
nothing without you. Yes, exactly. She's nothing without you. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. What can we talk about? Positive. I've been talking
Positive.
about
Positive.
negative-
Where's Amanda?
Negative stuff. Probably in bed. It's 11:30.
Oh,
But
positive, positive, positive.
She's not obsessed. No, she's not obsessed with a person. Well, Crystal probably, but anybody else, she's not obsessed with the person. She's obsessed with missing the attention that she used to bitch about so much that she loved with her whole entire being. And she wants it so bad, she can't see straight. And she wants it so bad, she's being transparent about it at this point. Like, how can you bitch about people attacking you, but then do everything in your power to try to get their attention? Bitch, you are so transparent.
Damn, what the hell is really going on around the community?
I don't know. Tell me.
Well,
I don't know anything. Have a look at-
I literally just clicked on, and according to the first 3 things I see on my Twitter, is a really, really cute puppy.
Well, that's a good thing.
It's a really, really pretty Serene from Alaska.
I was born there.
And then
I want to go back.
apparently somebody paid a certain somebody off. Wow.
We need to start running our mouth more, huh?
I guess everybody was pissing each other off to a point where now they're dropping DMs on each other.
What? Who? The boardroom? You seen that coming? Hello.
I haven't looked at anybody's things on that. I literally just now saw this.
Read it out loud. I can't see.
Well, all right, without saying the names, because I'm not doing that anymore. Can you help me with blank back to school? She goes back Thursday. I'm $100 short to finish up. It would mean a lot to me. What is your PayPal? Blank, blank, blank at yahoo.com. Thank you, blank and blank.
Who dropped the DM? Shoot the shit.
I don't know if they're the original ones, but that's the one I'm looking. Well, yeah, it's what it looks like.
I mean,
Is it-
shady. Listen, listen up, everybody. If you're not listening, if
I mean, that's
people
what I'm
are
looking at.
shady to other people, okay, everybody listen. If they're shady to other people, they're going to eventually be shady to you, okay? Like, that's just the way that things happen. That's why completely quit associating or never did associate with certain people when not their actions towards me. They ain't never done shit to me, but I seen their actions to other people. They what
I
did
haven't
the
really been
caption
on
say?
Twitter
I didn't
that
see the caption. I didn't see the caption.
Which caption?
The caption
Oh,
about
this is for the bitches saying I paid blank off. I will not be helping anyone else.
so what did they must have had a live stream about them?
I reckon. I don't know. I don't watch any of them. Like, literally, I don't watch any of them. And then you got a video of Old Bear playing with a vibrator.
Yes, Jenna.
douche.
Yes. Alex Jones was treated unfairly. Of course he was. If anybody, listen, if anybody doesn't care about Alex Jones getting shut up, then you just know that could be you eventually. It starts with somebody that's out on the fringe that everybody thinks is crazy. Next thing you know, it's going to keep on trucking.
Hey, here you guys go. I'm going to put a poll in the chat that I'm sitting here looking at, and I can't even decide it.
I mean, I don't watch him, right?
Are live streamers content creators? Put a 1 for of course and put a 2 for no.
No. I mean, really? Well, it depends. It's different kind of content, I think. It's different kind of content, but listen, it depends on what kind of live stream you have, but just to get on here and bullshit, is that really content? It is content for people to watch, but it's not like making a video, I don't think. I think there's a difference in making a video. I think so too, Fag Music. I do think that he was, I think he's closely related to the CIA. But what I think that people need to keep in their mind, though, that if they're okay with him, and that's what they're wanting to do, that's the whole point. That's why they picked him. But if they're okay with that, then they'll be okay with their self when it happens to them. They should be. If you're okay with somebody being deplatformed in that way, then you're okay with it happening to you. Don't bitch when it happens to you.
God knows. Sorry, every time I get on Twitter, I start looking at all, and like I said, I have so many good things on it, so I get so sidetracked because
no, they don't. No fear. The reason why they don't is because we've been brainwashed to think that way. We've been brainwashed to look at the celebrities and all their fake drama, right? To care about that, to care about if Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt are together or they're not together. We've been trained for so long not to care about what's happening in politics. So then they can literally bend us all over as a country, fuck us in the ass, and then say, well, you weren't paying attention when it happened because you were looking at Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt. You know?
The fuck am I watching? I really got to learn to stop clicking on fucking links.
And another reason people don't like to debate is they're not up to it. Because they're not into it, they don't think about it, they're not intellectually up to it. I think that he's a clown.
Stephanie,
Really, what?
Lucy Ball is on live with a fucking green and black wig on.
Wait, isn't that the one that called Janie the other night?
Who, Lucy?
And pretended to be Rick. Yes, I think so. It was hilarious.
Yeah, she's pretending to be the old bear right now. Oh my God, I got to show you. You're about to fucking laugh. I can't even.
Turn it around.
I literally just commented in her stream and said, oh, what the fuck did I just walk into?
She's
Oh
funny.
my
I
God.
told her whenever she called in that she should definitely.
She got a fucking green wig on.
I can't hear her. Turn it up.
Hold on. It's because like.
down, I'd like to put them in a big vat of chocolate and lick them off. But don't do that, because I think he's a psycho and a stalker and a rojo tallywhacker. Jane, well,
Look at her doing the comments. You guys, this is Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball. Make sure you sub to her. She's hilarious.
She's a trip.
Lucy Ball, right?
Yeah, Lucy
Can
Ball.
you link her channel, Jenna?
Yes, I will.
She is hilarious. She called in to Janie and Nippy's show the other night and pretended to be Rick, and it was so funny. Like she didn't crack a laugh once. Like she did not get out of character. It was great.
Between her and Drizzle, I swear, Drizzle and her make me laugh. I don't care what the fuck is going on.
Billy
in the day.
Corgan.
Their videos are just amazing. Too damn funny.
I didn't know that Lucy started making them.
Yeah, she started like not too long ago.
Billy, I'm telling you, it's probably after calling in. Billy Corgan. Well, the first thing that popped up when I put his name in, it said Billy Corgan Shapeshifter. Is he Shapeshifter?
I think my damn phone hates me.
Jenna said I used to be funny. I've never been funny.
Chaos. That goes back to the post that I wrote the other day. We're a different type of funny. We're that sarcastic asshole funny.
Shoot the shit. That is a brother and a sister that live stream on YouTube. And nothing they say is true ever. So if you want to hear the complete opposite of reality, go watch them.
High quality linoleum.
He's awake. Okay, I'll definitely watch him.
Oh my god, she's a fucking she's literally smoking a cigarette, just going on about it.
She's hilarious. I wish, yes, I like people like her. I wish I could be funny like that, but I can't. Oh, what did you say about the content question? What was your answer?
Oh, I said the same as you know.
It's not.
I voted and it was like 67 people said no, that they're not content creators. And then like, I think 20 or 30% said yeah.
Who asked the question?
Shit, I don't remember now.
Oh,
Sorry.
it is content because people watch it, right?
But it's a different type of content.
Yeah, but you don't have to. Like sometimes whenever I do conspiracy theory type stuff, then I'll do research and that takes a long time. So I put in work to that. So that's more along the lines of doing like a video. But just to get on here and talk about drama and the bullshit, it doesn't take much effort at all. Let's be honest.
No, it's easy. That's like, what is it called? Word vomit. There you go. That's the word.
Yeah. Just say whatever comes to your mind, you know, like it's, you don't have to think about making content. You don't have to think about being creative to do that. Like what she's doing, that's creative in my mind.
Yeah. That's a content creator.
That takes talent.
No, we could be content creators when we actually put our minds to it and do something.
Yeah, I mean,
lately, ain't none of us really been putting. Well, I don't think it's not that we're not putting the effort to it. We just don't have it to put into it right now.
we don't have the energy because it's not something that's appealing anymore. It should never have been appealing in the first place, but since then, since we ever got involved in blah blah blah, it's evolved into something that is just something I don't want to be a part of. You know what I mean? Like that part of YouTube. You know what I mean? Like just the things that people say and do and attacking people every single day, day after day after day. Like, no, it's just gross.
I don't have that much negative energy to be able to put into a stream on a regular basis like that. I couldn't.
Oh, I have you presented. Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier. I was meditating the other day and I found one that was for Akashic record. Does anybody know what Akashic record is? Have you ever heard of that?
Absolutely not.
Okay. It's supposed to be like proven that that's where all the answers in the universe are kept, right? Like the past, present, and future.
Okay.
And you can tap into the Akashic record if your consciousness goes high enough, blah blah blah. Well, I looked it up and I found a meditation for that. It was literally for Akashic record, and I started doing it, right? But then I could feel myself, like, because it's like a hypnosis meditation for what do you call this? Getting into the Akasha record. I can't think of another word for it, but tapping into or whatever. And I could feel myself like going into a trance. You know what I mean? So it scared me. I tried it 3 different times, and 3 different times I was like, whoa, no. Because it was so real feeling, but the fear made me stop. I'm going to try it again though. It's supposed to be able to give you answers. Like, I looked at all the comments on there, and people were like that they got dates of things that would happen. They seen their past, they seen their future, blah, blah, blah. But every single time I was like, nope. I'm a chicken when it comes to things like that. Cause I'm literally have been so closed-minded my whole life. Like, I've never thought about anything besides what's been put in front of me. It's just been recently that I've been trying to expand my thinking, right? So I couldn't make it past what was in front of me. So now it is scary because once you go there and start doing those kinds of things and know that those kinds of things are possible, you can't unknow,
Hi, Nancy. Hi, River. I put my phone down.
Do you meditate, Chaos? I know she does pagan stuff, but I don't know if meditation has any part of that. I think meditation is Buddhist, right?
Yeah, kind of. But
I mean, I know that they meditate is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm going to look into Billy Corgan after we get off of here. I've never heard of him.
she said I medicate.
She's so silly. I probably need to. Oh, so you do meditate. Okay. I don't know anything about pagan, whatever, but I know that it's
Meditation
another.
is not so much of a religion thing. It's
I know.
mind, body, and soul thing.
I had no idea that it was even a thing. Like, how crazy is to know that it's possible to like raise your consciousness and to be more open and blah, 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 that I never even knew that it was a possibility. Isn't that weird? I don't know. It's if you're listening, you've never meditated before, give it a try. Like, it's good. Definitely. Like, a year ago, I would never have. Never in a million years would I have meditated or even thought about it.
Hey, are you scared of snakes?
Not so much. Bugs, yes.
How would you feel to go on a lawnmower and find that coming out? Little girl.
Oh, wow. See, I wouldn't like if it was like right there in my face like that.
Yeah, but it's just a baby garden snake.
I don't care. That would scare me just because of the not knowing it's there. I would maybe pick it up. If somebody told me it wasn't, like if it wasn't a poisonous snake, I would pick a snake up, no problem.
Oh, I would
But
totally pull him out.
It's sneaking up on me like that. The way I explain paganism is this: that it's the earth-based spiritual path for honors both a goddess and a god. Okay, that is a general sense. Okay, so I think a lot of quote unquote religions or beliefs intersect, right? Like, it's the same. You're really doing and thinking and working towards the same thing. It's just under a different umbrella. Does that make sense? But I'm so hyper too, but I can. You just have to, it's hard for me is because my imagination has been so shut down. Like, I can't even tell you, I can't even imagine things like I used to be able to. And I think that has a lot to do with how long I put my mind and body through addiction. But I can't even imagine things like I used to. So I have that I have to really try hard to do when I'm meditating. Like, it's okay, say if you say, imagine like white light, something, I can't even do that. That's hard for me to do. Isn't that crazy? So when you think of ancient Greek, okay, so it is a lot that intersect together. Because I was watching yesterday, they were Indians. What are they called? Shoot, I can't remember. But the way that they, good night, just me. The
Good
way
night,
that
just me.
is, they have a lot of like prophecy and what's going to happen, and they believe in star people. But I don't know. I don't know. I think that meditating helps you get to where you find out what's true and what's not true and those kinds of things, because there's so many things. Okay. Shell. See, I wasn't an atheist, but I didn't know what I believed or not believe, but it was just me just like completely ignoring anything spiritual, anything outside of myself right at that second. I wouldn't even think about, pay attention to, none of that.
Good God.
No,
There's
started
122
with-
days until Christmas.
it started with a Z, I think, Jenna. It was Zulu Z Zuni. No. I can't remember. Shoot, I wish I could remember. My memory's so bad. Ugh. It was yeah, and they are Native Americans. They live in New Mexico, I think. Anyways, they're very, very interesting in what they have to say, and their prophecies are, a lot of them have came true, and they believe in aliens, and but they believe in the God and the goddess too, though, and Jesus Christ, all of it. They believe in all of it has a part in what the end, is. And they feel like you go to, like, they had a first world, second world, third world, and now we're on the fourth world. And then once the fourth world ends, they go on to the fifth world. But it's just neat knowing that, in looking into different people and the way that they believe and their culture and history and all of that. I think it's really, really cool. I'm going to look it up. Hang on.
My nose just started running out of nowhere.
Catch it.
It ain't doing me no good. What am I supposed to do?
Zuni. It's called Zuni. They're Zuni Indians. And they they believe in the blue star Kachina, but they said that it's you'll just have to watch it. Look it up. It's really, really cool here and there. The way that they think and the way that they talk about things. It's very cool. I had no ZUNI, yes. Look up the blue Kachina. It's about a comet or a asteroid or something that's going to go around the Earth twice and go around the sun twice. It's really, really interesting. Yes, Janie. Religion is a shit show. Spirituality is different.
Stephanie, I'm sending you something only because it was something we've talked about in the past, just wanting to be curious about the answer.
Okay.
And the answer is finally out.
Yes, Ash. They believe, a lot of people, and I don't know if this is true, but even people that believe in God and Jesus and like the star people or whatever, they believe that in reincarnation, and that because we've been so suppressed spiritually that we can't move on because we can't, so many people are suppressed and we're not meditating and, finding our higher selves, that we're just in this same cycle over and over and over, and we can't move on in our reincarnation. I don't know that's true. That's just the way that some people believe. Catholics. The Catholic people are not bad, but the Catholic, the priest and the higher ups, it's not good at all. Like just the other day where was that at? One of the states in the United States, there was like over 1,000 kids that were molested by these priests that have came forward, but it's been so long that the statute of limitation, or whatever you call that, they can't be prosecuted. And the Vatican doesn't do anything about it because it's all interconnected.
That's bullshit.
Pennsylvania. Okay. Pennsylvania. There you go. Thank you.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it was really, 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 really sad. And the thing about it is that they go through that their whole life. They're broken. They're fucking broken, man. And just doing that to one child, you should, whatever the worst possible thing should happen to you. But to doing that over and over and over and getting away with it, there has to be a special kind of fucking hell or whatever treatment for people like that. There has to be.
Chaos, I'm not even on Twitter. You don't even want to know what I'm really sitting here doing. I'm sending my mind.
Exactly. There should not be a statute of limitations because they never, ever get over that shit. Even when it's not happening anymore, there's going to be something in your day that makes you relive those horrible memories. There's going to be something that triggers that. Not sometimes. Every single day they have to live with what happened to them. Those people need to be rounded up and taken somewhere and made a fucking, what do you call this? Make a example of those motherfuckers. Hang them in front of everybody. Do something with them that people will see, that humanity will see. They can't get away with that shit anymore. You can't get away with doing that to a child once, let alone their whole entire lifetime. You can't fix that. And castrated. Amen.
I promise. I'm playing my game. My way of winding myself
Hey,
down.
Sylvia, I've been playing Toon Blast. Is that what it's called? Toon Blast? Oh my God, I love it. It's such a good way to keep your mind busy and not think.
I love designing homes, just decorating.
Yeah.
So I started playing home design and I've become legit obsessed with this damn game. I will play it all day long.
See, yes, Sour Patch Shell, I agree that there's a reason why there shouldn't be, that there's a separation of church and state. Because even though I believe in those things, right? I do believe in them. But I, as a child, was scared with those things. I was threatened with those things. I was scared to death of those things. And I wasn't old enough to comprehend it at all. There's no reason for children to even know about any of that stuff or even think about any of that stuff. There isn't. They don't need to think about that at that age. They're innocent.
I'm too sparkly.
Wish I knew what. Maybe we'll find out one day. One day they'll be like, ha, here you go. This is what you've been looking for.
Hi, Carolina man. You're back. Ain't seen you in a while.
Children are inherently good. No need to threaten. Absolutely. I can tell you, me personally, because I grew up in a Pentecostal church. So we talked about demons and devils and all these things at a very young age. Some of my first memories as a child or laying in my bed being afraid of demons when I shouldn't have even known what they were. I should have been an innocent child just learning organically, not being indoctrinated. Yeah, you should. Yeah, 100%. And on top of that, it's being controlled by the government too. So not only will you have a religion indoctrinated at a very young age, it'll be by the government's choosing. We don't want that. We want separation of church and state. Because, okay, so say somebody's a Christian. Well, you're okay with your child, even if you are a Christian and you are okay with your child learning about Christianity in school.
I got a piece.
If there's not a separation of church and state, then they can learn about any religion in school. And you're not going to be okay with that. That's why we need a separation of church and state, because it doesn't just mean okay for one religion. It means okay for any religion to be taught in schools. And one day our culture might change and it might not be Christianity that children are taught in school. And, Christian people aren't going to be okay with that. So that's why it's best to have the separation of church and state. Some people don't understand that, and it is hard to know, but that is the reason why. We need 90s music back. Nah. Information when he's older. Absolutely. That's the way I feel about it too. And here's the thing. If you believe that everything happens the way that it's supposed to happen anyways, then there's no need to force something inorganically. If it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen anyways, there's no need to step in and make that happen the way that it should. I mean, the way that you think it should. You know what I mean? That's already here. Reason we took our son out of public school. What do you mean, Sylvia? What, the government? The government's been over schools forever. The back streets back. Out of 3, 1 has followed my path, 1 has found interest in it, and the other one will probably be open to it. Yeah, if you let them just do whatever they want organically, and that's with them, it's not like fill their head full of shit all the time of like bad things or whatever, right? Like you want to try to filter that some, but eventually they're going to, like me, for instance, I've changed the way I've thought a million times or a bunch of times. So no matter how, and I was indoctrinated from a young age to think one certain way, and there was no other way, right? Like that way was the way, and nothing, and everybody else was going to hell. Okay. That's the way I was taught. And I've changed a ton since then. And I think I even rebelled against it because I was taught it that way, and now I think a totally different way than I ever would have, ever was taught growing up. So it's just, it just shouldn't be. It just shouldn't be that way.
I had to pee.
Exactly, Shanna. We all are. I am. I know I am. 100% every day, every single day. We all should be. Listen, if any of us knew the right answer, we would have perfect, what's the word? Perfect happiness. But happiness isn't the word. Contentment. You would be perfectly content right now. 100%. If we knew the answers. If we were exactly right with what we were doing, we would be 100% content. We're not. We're not.
What are you talking about? Speak for yourself. I'm perfectly right.
Yeah, right. So if we didn't keep trying, always learning, changing, then we would already know the answers. We don't. That's why we learn. That's why we change. That's why we grow. Ooh, I want pizza. She's not okay. She never was okay. Have you guys heard about the left's new word that is just too offensive? Vagina. Seriously. They want to call it a front hole. Oh my god. Ew. Wait, these are the same people that wear vaginas on their head, right? That want vaginas to be out for everybody to see, for it to be normal to see vaginas and to make it normal for kids to see vaginas. Like, fuck out of here with that shit. Wait, we should be so happy we can say anything against our government and what we disapprove without being murdered. We live in the greatest country in the world, and it's also fucked beyond. No, that is a very good point. A very, very good point. Because even in like Europe, right? They don't have freedom of speech like we do. They really don't.
Trying to her fasciculates.
And people are bitching about being bullied on YouTube. I will say this, and people on the left, not everybody, but a lot of people on the left they bully the fuck out of people. I just seen it happen the other day. Like the whole what do you call this? Laura Lee situation, right? That's what I was trying to say in chat the other day. Laura Lee said a joke fucking 6 years ago, and they bullied the shit out of her for saying that joke 6 years ago. And what she said was something about black people pulling their pants up so they can run fast from the cops, right? It was a joke 6 years ago, and people lost their fucking minds and treated her like absolute shit. But they want to say they're bullied.
What?
And yes, Laura Lee. You know Laura Lee, yes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, people have live subscriber counts and people are unsubscribing like crazy from her. And was it a funny joke? Well, whatever. It was a joke. And things were more acceptable 6 years ago than they are now. You know what I mean? It's just, yes, Jeffrey did say worse things. He apologized for it now, but he did say worse things. And it's just what kills me about that whole situation, about the left and people that want to police what people say all the time. They get mad and bully people when it's what they don't like. But if it's the roles are reversed, then they scream that they're being bullied and that's the reason why that people need to police what everybody says and why Twitter needs to block everybody and blah, 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 because they're getting bullied. But they bully the shit out of people. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You work tomorrow at 9, right?
You got a cigarette. Eat it.
I work tomorrow.
At 9. You have your schedule?
I got a cigarette. I'm happy.
I don't know how much of a joke it was with 88 in her username. What does that even mean? What does 88 even mean? I mean, could that be the year she's born? Like, what is 88? See that, that's another thing too. I think people project their racism, right, onto other people. Like, oh, this must be racist because I think it's racist, right? Because I think in a racist mentality. I'm pretty sure that's probably the year she was born. That would be my guess. See, that's just people projecting their own thoughts onto her, in my opinion. I mean, was it a bad joke? Yeah, okay, it was a bad joke, but it was fucking 6 years ago. You know, so annoying. And what I will say is, for all those people that are attacking the shit out of her like that, you better look at your own Twitters and make sure you ain't got a goddamn thing on your Twitters that sound anything like that. The hypocrisy is ridiculous. It's okay to say if it's certain people. Race driver said a racist statement 30 years ago, and the younger racer lost one of his sponsors today. Wow. See, listen up. I'm telling you guys. I'm warning you. Listen to me or not. Every time somebody apologizes for something racist that's not racist, you're going further and further and further down a rabbit hole that you can't come back from. Every single time that you back down and say, I'm sorry because you think I'm racist, you're going further and further and further down this slippery slope you can't get back. If you know you're not racist, don't ever let anybody call you racist, ever. Don't apologize for it. Do not admit to it. If you know you're not that, that's what they want. And we're going further and further down to where now everything's going to be looked for one little statement. Did you like the wrong tweet? Did you like the right tweet? Did you retweet the wrong tweet? Oh my God, you retweeted the wrong tweet. So now therefore you lose your whole fucking career you worked for 15 years. Like,
Yep.
It's crazy. It's ridiculous. And people aren't, no offense, but people are not smart enough to realize, they're not intelligent enough to realize what they're falling for. They don't understand what it means. They just know that people are telling them that it's wrong. They're losing everything. So therefore they must be doing something wrong. No, the fuck you're not. If you're not doing something wrong in your mind, your heart, and your soul, don't let anybody on this earth tell you that you're doing something that you know you're not. Until somebody just stands up and says, no, motherfucker, I'm not apologizing for something that I didn't do, that I didn't mean. Like, okay, if you are sorry about the joke, apologize for that, but don't apologize for being racist when you're not. Don't do it. Right, Jenna. No, I just know a lot of people were like really hard on her, like unsubscribing like crazy. She's lost all of her deals. Like she's lost her career pretty much. Maybe she'll bounce back. Maybe she won't, but it shouldn't be. Only now that it's being where you fucking make the wrong tweet, like the wrong tweet, be friends with the wrong person. Your dad said the wrong thing 30 years ago, that you can lose your career over it. And somebody's going to have to stand up and say no. Like a corporation is going to have to stand up and say, no, we're going to support this person. I love Roseanne too. I believe that Roseanne did not think that woman was black. I'm sorry. I do not think she thought she was black. And she said she didn't know she was black. But here's the thing. People don't know the context behind her tweet. People don't know about the Iran deal and what it means because they don't know about politics. So all that they hear is her saying that joke, them being told that joke is racist and how bad it is. They don't know anything about it. They're not smart enough or they don't care enough because they've been brainwashed for so long to go and see the context of the tweet. They take it at face value. She didn't know she was black. I know she didn't know she was black. Roseanne is not racist, guys. She's not. Look into her. Look into her past. Listen to what she says. She's not racist.
Flip them upside down. That way you can get the top.
I want to smack chaos right now.
Oh my God, that sounds so good.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Philly cheesesteak pizza and barbecue chicken bacon pizza.
Yeah, Paula Deen. Same thing happened to her. And then the Papa John's man, same thing happened to him. And here's what happened with him is a PR firm set him up, I think. You know, he said a word, but what he said is back in the day, this person used to say this word and they recorded him saying the word and he lost everything he had. It's crazy. And it's the same word, mind you, that other people use every day. And it's normal. It's a normal everyday word. It's either all or nothing. And that's what I said. I said that to Sanders when Sanders made a video on Laura Lee. I said, you're freaking out about this whole situation. I hope that in your past, you've never used that word. Because if it's not okay to say, it's not okay to say. It's not just okay for some people to say. It's not. And that doesn't make me racist saying that. It's not. Yes, he did get set up and blackmailed. And a PR firm is supposed to be somebody you can trust, right? To protect your public relations. And they totally they ruined his career. And you think that's, somebody that you're trustworthy talking in front of. It's crazy. You can't trust anybody now. Everybody will do anything for a buck. Set anybody up, lose their own career to set somebody up for a buck. It's crazy. Exactly, Jenna. It's either all wrong or it's not. Because here's the thing, right? If a word bothers you that much to hear, it should still then bother you to hear it come out of somebody else's mouth that looks like you too. You know what I mean? There's no way that it doesn't. And I know that that's a hard thing to talk about and people don't want to talk about it, but it's true. Think about it. Think about if I heard the word bed and bed was offensive to me, but if somebody else said it because of their race, it didn't offend me, then that word doesn't offend me to hear. Fundamentally. Madonna said it and got a pass. Madonna also said she was going to blow the White House up and got a pass. Imagine if somebody that supports Donald Trump said something like that on national television. How y'all think that would go? They would probably be locked up. Secret Service would come get them that day, probably. But it's a double standard, and until people wake up and see the double standard, they're just going to keep falling for being bullied over and over and over and over. They're going to fall for the left saying, "Oh, this is wrong. We are completely offended by this. You have offended us," right? And then turn around, the same thing happens again by somebody else, and it's not offensive. Either you're offended by it or you're not offended by it. You're not just offended by it because a certain person says it. That's not how it works. If your offense is genuine, I don't know why anybody would be offended for being white. I'm proud that I'm white. I mean, everybody should be proud of everything about themselves. And anybody that makes you feel otherwise is wrong in that, period.
Freedom of speech is only dying because people are taking advantage of it and killing it.
No, they don't know, though, that I'm telling you, we've been so suppressed mentally that we do not thank God for Trump. Yes, we do not understand. Okay, most of society is not on, they're not smart enough to realize that if it's happening to certain people, that means eventually it could happen to you. They don't get that. They don't think about it like that. And if you're in favor of anybody being attacked for their speech, then you're in favor of yourself being attacked for your speech, period. Shut up. I don't think you should be ashamed, though. Why would you be ashamed of your relative? Like, my dad done crazy shit that has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Like, you should not be ashamed of something that has nothing to do with you. You're made to feel like you should be ashamed, but you're not. It has nothing to do with you. Nothing. We're all only responsible for our own actions. It is. That is definitely true. Money does talk the loudest, and that's who's heard and what's listened to, and that it rules the world. 100%. Oh yeah, they can't. They can't let that happen. They if they get out of line, they'll whip them back into line. No, we don't. But we're made to feel like we do. We're made to feel like we should be ashamed of things that happened hundreds of years ago that have nothing to do with us. No, what we should be is happy that we're alive and happy that we're here. And we should learn to love everybody equally and love each other because we're humans. We need to let the race thing go out the window. That's what we need. You're echoing. Bad. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm about to hop off. He's home.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too. You guys all have fun. Love
Bye,
y'all.
Crystal. I'm gonna
Bye,
hop on here soon too. Irish immigrants were treated very poorly and were taken enslaved. But see, we don't talk about that. That's not important. There's a lot of people around the world have conquered and taken slaves, but it's used against certain people because certain people will let it be used against them. That's what it comes down to. It's made to I think that certain groups of people have, they have compassion, they do have guilt, and they're more easily manipulated into feeling a certain type of way, even though they know they don't feel that way. They know they don't hate people because of the color of their skin. They know they've never felt that way, but they're told that, because of things that happened hundreds and hundreds of years ago, that they should feel, guilty about it. No, stop that. Yeah, yes, very true. I don't know. I'm telling you, what could fix everything is if identity politics went out the window. But it's so hard for people to let identity politics go because it's been shoved in our brains for so long, telling people, oh, well, because of your race, you're this, because of your race, you're that. And it's not true. Like, that needs to be let go, but people can't let it go. First of all, they can't let it go because they need to keep a certain narrative going for votes, because that's what it comes down to, is politics. But it's, I don't know, it's hypocritical what happens. But that's regardless. Everybody's human. Everybody should just love each other, lift each other up. Stop baiting each other to think that there's differences and to go after each other and to not like each other and all these things. That's the problem. That's what the mainstream media does. If you pay attention, if you guys will open your minds and pay attention to what mainstream media does and what they say, everything that they say and do a lot of times is about race and about making people think that there should be differences between the races, and there doesn't have to be. Night, Jason. That would solve so much, but it doesn't. That's not what they want. They don't want it to be solved. God forbid. They want us to be divided as much as humanly possible. That's what they want. And they're going to keep it that way. They're going to keep it going. There's two sides. It ain't the right and the left. It ain't black and white. It ain't man and woman. There's two sides. And it's the government establishment and beyond, and us, the people. That's the two sides. That's it. They want us divided because together we are stronger than they could ever be. If all people, we the people, came together, loved each other, lifted each other up, and stopped the listening to the mainstream media tell us that we should be divided, they could not stop our power. They couldn't. They could not stop us. Yes, the sides are good and evil. Those are the sides. The sides are good and evil. That's it. Period. There is no left, right, they, them, all of this shit. They want us to think in that mind frame. They want us to stay in that mind frame. They want us to think, oh, well, you're a Democrat and you're a Republican, so blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, you're black and you're white, so blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're a man, you're a woman. All of that doesn't matter. It's people that are doing horrible, horrible things on this earth and people that want to do good things. And in my mind, in my optimistic mind, there are way, 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 way more people that want to do good than want to do bad. Yes, Michelle. I'll keep this up. That's the thing. They don't want us to have, we have the numbers. 100% we have the numbers. And I don't mean just in the United States. I mean worldwide. We have the numbers, but until we wake up and stop listening to mainstream media, Hollywood, all of those people that want to keep us divided, we're not going to. We're not going to vest our power because we have a whole lot. Here's the thing, right? Have you seen the way that they're treated? I think the way that Kanye was treated when he, wanted to think for himself, they seen, holy shit. Because I seen like white men, Bill Maher or whatever fuck his name is, tweeting about Kanye. Like, pretty much, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. How dare you? Because a black man, a powerful, smart black man wants to think for himself and not the way that you think that he should. That's the most racist shit I've ever seen in my life. Is a rich white man telling a rich black man, you can't think for yourself and you're thinking wrong. That shit, that's wrong. That woke a lot of people up. They were like, whoa, wait a minute. What is this shit? What do you mean? You're telling me I must think a certain way because I'm black? No, thank you. I'll have none of that. Listen, I'm telling you, that man is like Picasso of the modern day. That man is a genius. Literally, I mean, he's on a level that I don't even think he could think like we do, really, to be honest. You'll come to the light side one day, Jenna. I'm telling you, you'll have your wake up, and you'll see, because they're only getting worse and worse. They're only getting meaner and meaner. I mean, you don't find a problem with the way that they treated Kanye when he just wanted to think for himself. Who cares if? Here's the way I think about it, right? That would be like me telling you, Jenna, because you're white, you can't think the way that you want to think. Like, you should think this way. You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about that? How does anybody respect that? I can't. Here's what I think, right? That one day there's going to be an equal sinner. Because I think most Americans fall in the center. I think most Americans fall in the center. I think what the left had good to do, they've already done. What the right wanted, they've done. And I think most Americans fall somewhere in the center, and that's where somebody needs to come up and represent Americans in the center. Because most other, Republicans and Democrats are both so far fringed that most Americans don't think that way. I I don't know what that means. Misanthropist. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. There, it's too far left and too far right. I really feel like there's an opening for a middleman, that actually represents what America cares about. America doesn't care about these fucking politics that are, so dirty and nasty. They just care about what's good for America. Oh, it means you hate people. Okay. I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. I love everybody, but it does feel hopeless at times. That there's too much negativity, and that the elites have gone so far that it can never go back to being in the best interest of the people. I hope not. I hope not. It doesn't sound fun. All right, I'm about to get off here. What was that man's name? I typed another name in my phone and I forgot. They never were, no. They never were, because it's not ever been about anybody. It's not been about Americans. It's always been about power, money, who can do better than who, being successful. They don't care about us. I mean, they would literally stomp on us like a bug if we were standing in front of them out there. Hey, Willow, I'm doing okay. How are you? Yes, Jenna, that's what I care for. Yes, absolutely. I see, and that's why I say, if people in general, not just Americans, but if people in general could just come together, it would, what could happen for this world could be limitless. It literally could be limitless. But that's why they keep the identity politics going. That's why they keep the division going. And animals, absolutely. I think everybody would, Shell. I seriously think that if people knew that there was an option to get together, and there was an option to at least, as a whole, say we demand better. We demand more. That I just think that most people feel so hopeless that they can't help. And we've been made to feel that way. Yeah, the divide and conquer is nonstop. It's been entrenched in us since we were born, and I mean, for generations and generations and generations, it's been put into us. Not even just in our minds, but in our bodies and our souls. We're made to feel like we have to be divided, that we have to, look at each other with a side eye all the time, and it's not like that. But they're never going to tell us that story. Maybe one day they will. Maybe somebody one day will. We never know. We got to keep positivity and thinking maybe one day somebody will come up and say that they want, the best for humanity, and it won't. But here's the thing: if somebody does that, the mainstream media is just gonna make them look like shit. They're just gonna talk shit about them and make people think that they're bad. It's so hard to overcome. It's so hard to get past. I honestly don't even know how somebody would do it. I don't. Oh, those people. Those people are horrible. And listen, what cracks me up about that situation, and that literally like blows my mind, is those people, they're all white. They're literally all white. They're all white, yelling racist pig to a black woman and to black cops. Is this the Twilight Zone? Can they not see how fucked up that is? Like, what do you mean? What the fuck? They have to be paid actors. They cannot not know what they're doing. The ones that I've seen without masks, the ones that I've seen screaming through megaphones into Candace Owens' face, every one of them were white. Every one. Literally screaming in a black lady's face, "You're racist. Stop the racism. Stop the white supremacists," whatever they call white supremacist, whatever fucking A. Screaming in her face. And it's a black woman trying to eat breakfast. They have to be paid actors. They cannot literally think. They can't think that way. They cannot literally think that is okay. They can't. And even Candace said that because they were yelling that the cops were racist and blah, 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 that the cops were black and Mexican, I think, where there were no white cops there. And the lady is a black lady. Like, what do you mean? Wake up. They really can't believe the way that they're acting. They can't. They were screaming. If you all don't know the video I'm talking about, please look it up. Please look at the video of Candace Owens, who is a black lady that supports Donald Trump. Okay. She was trying to eat breakfast, or maybe it was lunch. Anyway, she was trying to eat at a restaurant, and there was like 2 Antifa people there. And by the time that she got outside, there was like 20 or 30 Antifa people there with megaphones, white people, might add, screaming in her face, "Stop the supremacy, stop the KKK, you're racist." Like, excuse me? Aren't we supposed to, like, they portray themselves that they're anti-fascist, okay? That they're against people that are fascist, which would be people that treat people of different races bad, right? But yet you're treating a black lady horribly at breakfast because she doesn't think like you? What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? I can't. What? That shit blows my mind. I've never seen anything like that in my whole life, like ever. Like, if that's not fascism, I don't know what is. Oh, I do feel bad for Maxine Waters. And look, and for people to say, because Donald Trump said she has a low IQ, right? Because she does have a low IQ, mind you. No, she does. Like, she doesn't understand reality, okay? But he says that she has low IQ, and people say that that's racist. Who's the racist person in that scenario? You guys tell me, who's racist? In my mind, it would be the people that are automatically conflating low IQ and race when he said nothing about race. That, see what I mean? When they're projecting their own racism, that's what I think it is. With all my tree hugging, job trashing, earth saving, hippie heart. She does have a low IQ. She does. I would love to see her take an IQ test. 100%. No, it's only racist, right? They say racist because she's black. Same thing with Omarosa. Like, he was pissed and he called her a dog, and they were like, "Oh, that's racist." No, she is a fucking asshole that done asshole-ish horrible things. That's why he called her a dog. Has nothing to do with race. Nothing at all. Like, stop making it be about race. Stop. Pam is NAACP police. No, I doubt it. I don't know if it's just because I look at things differently, but anybody with common sense, I feel like, could see that. Like, just because you call somebody a dog when you're pissed because they did really shitty things, and by the way, he's called white men dogs, he's called other people dogs that he's been pissed off at in the past, but because you call her a dog because she's done really shitty things, you think that he's racist. No, you're racist. You're the one that's racist. Whoever says that is racist. Fuck out of here with that shit. Imagine that, Janie, right? And not only did he hire her, he fought to keep her because other people wanted her fired because they said she was messy. Obviously, she was messy as fuck, recording in places she shouldn't have been. But he fought for her. He wanted to keep her because he liked her as a person. But he's racist. Oh, fucking K. Because the mainstream media said so. That's why. I gotta let my cat out. Hang on, I'm coming. Okay, I'm going to bed. Actually, I'm going to watch some YouTube. Who's Cinder? I've never heard of that person. He's a grump. I don't care about a grump. I mean, people say that about Donald Trump. I think Trump's getting shit done. I mean, maybe not everything that everybody wants, but hello, the economy's great. Like, there's a lot of things that are happening, but I'm sorry, but did Obama have anything done in the first 18 months? Somebody show me something. I'll wait. I doubt it. 18 months, and he has a lot done already. And nobody ever talks about that. Nobody ever talks about that. Trump would be loved worldwide if it wasn't for the mainstream media. Mark my words, if the mainstream media didn't spend, and that's why they spend every minute of every day dogging him, because they know he's doing a good job. They know that he isn't doing a bad job, right? So they spend every minute of every day bringing him down. If they weren't, I'm telling you guys, he would be loved worldwide, nationwide. Because he's not even really a Republican. Like he's doing, pretty. He's been pretty conservative since he's been there, but he's not even a politician. He's not. Oh, was that in the first 18 months? It probably was, Sylvia. But nobody wants to talk about that. They don't talk about that on mainstream media. It's crazy. You know what I wish would happen, and I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I wish that we could get a really neutral, popular. If somebody would come through on television and make a neutral, I'm going to let you out. Hang on. A neutral, positive, like literally looking at both sides of the coin news station, that shit would be the most popular news ever. Like, it would blow everything else out of the water by a mile. Thank fuck he's not Hillary. If Hillary would have won, thank God she didn't. It's untelling where we would be right now if Hillary would have won. And the mainstream media backed that woman up tooth and nail. That should show you their priorities. Literally. I mean, they're going after Trump. Did he lie? Did he lie about this? Did he lie about Comey? Did he lie? Did he lie? But they won't even talk about that she openly fucking got rid of 33,000 emails. That doesn't matter. That's not important because she's Democrat. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. If people could just open their mind and see past what the mainstream media is telling them to see, it's right there. It's common sense. It's right in front of their faces. We would be Germany right now. Yep. We'd at least be London right now. And anybody saying like abolish ICE, that to me is the most ballsy thing they could be saying. I can't believe that they're going that far. I can't believe that they think that American people are stupid enough to fall for that. To pretty much say they don't want borders at all and that it's racist to want borders. Fuck out of here. No, there's nothing racist about that. It just means we want a good legal immigration system. It's not that hard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That they went really far by saying that. I was surprised by that, and I ain't surprised by much that they do or say. But for them to go run off of abolish ICE, whew, they really, really, really don't care what they say or what they think that their influence can make anybody think anything. I don't think it can. And it is to everybody, I think. I don't think any Americans want open borders. Why would we want open borders? Like, there's no way. Like, that's literally saying, right? Anybody can come into our country at any time and they're not vetted. They're not vetted at all. Why would you want that? Hell, Mexico wouldn't even let us do that. Canada wouldn't let us do that. Are you fucking kidding me? No. It's crazy. There's no, I don't think any Americans want that. I really don't. I don't. Everything with people that are, what do you call this? Documented. All of that stuff is documented, right? So then you know their past, you know where they come from, they're vetted, you know, if they've been in jail, do they have felonies, have they been in trouble before? Like, they could literally kill 77 people somewhere and then come here and we would never know. It's literally like when Trump says that open borders equals open crime, way more crime, it does by common sense. There's no way around it. You could literally kill as many people as you want, do whatever you want, and then come to our country and we would know. Now, if you murder somebody and you come in legally, you're vetted. Well, not really because of our immigration system, but you should be vetted. Therefore, if you're wanted in another country, you're sent back to that country. You're not just let into our country. And I think a lot of people in other countries, right, because mainstream media covers it a certain way, they think that Trump and Trump's supporters are against immigration. And that's not the case at all. We're not against immigration. We're against illegal immigration and like catch and release and stuff that doesn't document people. People have to be documented. If I went somewhere, I'd have to be documented. I'm dead. She said she's like Elizabeth Warren in a TP on crack. Thanks. Oh, that's a bad one. I don't know. It's so to me crazy seeing it the way that it really is, that I don't, and I know I shouldn't think about it this way, but I don't see how other people can't see it that way. Right. Trump's wife is an immigrant. He obviously doesn't hate immigrants. And she's so pretty, by the way. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. I love her. But it's because it's not their fault, though. That's what we have to keep in mind. It's not anybody's fault. It's the way they've been told. It's the way he's been presented. It's the lies that the mainstream media has told, and to people in other countries as well, right? Because they're like, oh, well, if Trump's in power, we can never go. No, we have no chance of ever getting to the United States. You know what I mean? That's not the case. He just wants it to be where illegal immigrants are documented and vetted, and there's no illegal immigration. That's it. That's not hard. It's common sense, but you can't go back. Go back where? What was I going to say? I don't know. It's just, I wish that more people would think about what's being said instead of just thinking about their hatred for our president and actually listen to him. Because the point is to discredit him to the point to make people hate him to the point that they don't even listen to what he says, right? Oh, yeah. No, absolutely not. It is exhausting, but it's just, I look at it as it's nobody's fault, right? I was just there a year ago. I voted for Clinton, had no idea about Clinton, heard about the emails, didn't know anything about them. I didn't. So I completely empathize with people that think about it, that just go along with the narrative and don't think about it for themselves. It's not their fault. It's not at all. But that's why I do talk about it, that maybe people will hear what I'm saying. And even if they think I'm crazy initially, that they're going to be like, wait a minute. Let me think about this. And just, even if I could open up like a few people to thinking more for themselves and to open up their mind, then that would be awesome. Jenna. I did vote for Clinton. I absolutely did. Yes. Can you believe that? That's how asleep I was whenever 2 years ago. Whenever we voted for Clinton against Donald Trump, I voted for Clinton. I didn't vote for Trump. Ain't that crazy? I've changed a lot in 2 years, and I don't really know what exactly. It was just a little bit along the way. I know. I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed. Thank God my vote didn't vote her in, right? Thank God. But I feel like that just the little things here and there, and maybe if I can talk about it and people can hear it, and maybe they'll keep coming back or hear something I say and open their mind a little bit and be a little bit more receptive to reality, even though they think I'm the one that's not receptive to reality. Little do they know, and change somebody's mind. That would be awesome. It would be all worth it to me for that. It would be. What would be different? Here's my thing. Here's how I say to people, what makes Japan, Japan? And by the Japan pretty much lets nobody in, by the way. But what makes Japan, Japan? Japanese people makes Japan, Japan. Japanese traditions, Japan, okay? In America and Europe and everywhere else that's, having a lot of immigration, what makes America, America? Yes, immigration is what we're found on, right? But if we completely take our borders away, we're not America anymore. There's nothing left to make us America, because if anybody and everybody can just come in without being vetted, there's no way that somebody can argue that that's a good idea. I would love for somebody that's for abolishing ICE to debate me. I would love it. I would do anything to do that. I don't know. The abolish ICE thing, I don't know how there's one person that can back that up. I don't. Eric, it must have been a good time, eh? Right, Jenna? I don't know. I don't get abolish ICE. I don't get who can want open borders. It's the only way that you can be for open borders is if you hate America. There is no other way. Right? Okay, I'm hopping off here. Let my cat, she wants to go downstairs. I'm holding her hostage. Best $4.99 I ever spent. Holy shit, that was cheap as hell, eh? Okay. Good night, guys. Bye.